From motional to messy. The Wiley Saga. And Rico say, don't do me. Don't do me. Oh, we're going to talk about the Shakim and the lady with the $100. Baby, it almost sounds like Death and the Beautiful Lady. But we'll be back after the 60 or 90. Oh, what's up, you all? I hope everyone is doing well. What's up, CDP? What's up, HBIC Room Shaker and Kim McGee? What's up, Hershey? Look, I'm laughing. I'm really laughing on today because these people, hold on for a minute, let me get my camera straight. These people be doing the most with the least. Anyway, I happened to catch Rico on. I was watching Pizarro, and so from Pizarro, I went to Rico because they said that Rico was on. So I went on over there to Rico, and for Rico, he told me that King Roman had Wiley on. So I watched Pizarro. I watched Rico. I went to go see King Roman. And yeah, that was it, I believe. Because again, I don't know what's really going on. And I'm really not into the Shakim thing except for the exploitation. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, baby, we done got from motional. We done went from motional to messy. So, baby, Wiley was over there. And first of all, they were talking about the Shakim and Rose situation. And then here come Wiley. And again, people were kind of sick and tired of Wiley. Because one thing about, let me say this. If you're going to leave the beef sector, just leave the beef sector. Don't call anybody stupid or dumb, because that's what he pretty much called the people in the beef sector. But then when he's going through some stuff, then he runs back to the beef sector. But I saw King Roman, and I guess King Roman was asking Wiley some questions. And all of a sudden, Wiley goes into this, it's hard. And let me say this. Can I say something? King Roman, you messy as hell, because King Roman turned that camera off. King Roman turned that camera off and had old nasty key. Thank you, Kim McGee. I appreciate it. King Roman turned around and had an old nasty key. When I tell you King Roman probably turned that camera off and laughed, honey, Wiley gave this emotional, I was doing the right thing and everything. So bottom line is, I guess Wiley was on a CNA job, he would, clean the rooms and clean some poop and stuff. And I guess he seen something and he reported it. And all of a sudden, at the end of the day, he got fired. Now, how Wiley is telling it, Wiley got all the money. Okay. He is the new kid on the block for the entertainment section. So, we thought Wiley was balling with the big dogs, and then when that man said he wasn't making nothing but $1,400 for that work, I'm like, you don't put your muscles in the right place, obviously. But I was very shocked. So Wiley was getting emotional, honey. He was getting emotional. But the people were not feeling it on King Roman's platform. And they was like, okay. And then he done went from emotional to being messy. So Wiley wanted to talk about Armand Wiggins. Wiley, Armand said you were not to be trusted. Armand told me not to trust you. Because if you all don't know the history, Wiley was trying to come down to San Antonio. And it kind of made Armand Wiggins mad because Armand thought that Wiley was double crossing him with people in the B sector. And to the point where Armand and I had to have a conversation. And I was telling Armand Wiggins, hey, that's not the case. But he was very concerned because he didn't trust Wiley. Okay, so it is what it is. And so he went through that Armand Wiggins thing again. Then from Armand Wiggins, he started messing with Rico and he just got into B-sector mess. Now, he did say something about my trip. This is the thing, Wiley. I've had trips. You were a part of a trip. And the sad part about you is you were sucking off the teat of Rico. And had Rico not had a liking for you, you would have been homeless for the second time. But because Rico was so in love with you and so enamored with you, he went against his better judgment and what we were telling him. And he let you back in. So I think that's really interesting. But let me say this, the $55 was given back. That was way more than what you would have done. You would have kept the money. That's what you would have done. And I really find it odd, Wiley, that after all of this time, all of this situation where it seemed like you had your stuff together and you were doing well, that you would go ahead and blow it and have to move out of your space to go to Las Vegas. And what really bothered me with you is you kept on saying we. And King Roman is like me. I'm like, well, who is we? But he was saying the show. So that's a little weird. It's a little weird. So God bless that boy's heart. Yeah, bless your heart, Wiley. You have gone through, we have seen you have a meltdown. We've seen you go to an airport and try to put your bags in someone's car. That man almost really did some bodily harm to you because of that. And I just think that you're really going through something right now, Wiley. And unfortunately, you didn't make the right choices in life. Taking your medicine and trying to improve your lot in life. And you're trying to blame everybody else. And truth be told, quiet be kept, you were doing a great job in the entertainment sector, but I guess something went wrong. And maybe people feel like they can't trust you because you really can't be trusted. But hey, it is what it is. I'll just continue to pray with you and hopefully that you get better in your financial situation and your mental health. So I hope you do a little bit better. So then I turned on over to Rico. Well, before Rico, let me talk about the Shakim situation. I am so tired of that. If people want to give their money to Shakim, it is at your own risk. Anything is at your own risk. Nobody's obligated to do anything for you. Um, I don't know why people feel like they can go pick somebody up and it's going to make a difference because they have met these people in person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you met these people in person or not. This man is he's a whole trick, and tricks don't care. Tricks just want the money, and they don't care how they get it as long as they get it. And so this man is a whole trick. And you think that this man was going to do something different because you were nice to him? This man is a whole trick. What's up, Ashley? So I don't know why you expected anything different from him. I don't know if you thought you were special and you were going to make a change in his life. No, these people don't care about anybody but self. They don't care if they take your last. They don't care about that. All they care about is, thank you, Ashley. All they care about is getting their money. They don't care anything else. So unfortunately, this lady got tricked. It seemed like Honest Roe got tricked again. Honest Roe, you know, I have learned, you all, and this is my weakness, because I have a weakness. This is my weakness. This is where I need to just stop. You try to help people out. You try to say, hey, that may not be the best thing to do. But people don't listen. And then you get the brunt of their anger. Let me give you a prime example. I told Rico, I said, Rico, do not let that man back in your Airbnb. He just used you. Thank you, Puff Puff. I appreciate you, baby. Hey, Jay Parrish. Hey, Kim McGee. He just used you. Wiley took another content creator out. You made all of that food for him, that chicken and rice in a damn bag. You made that chicken. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't never seen nobody use a hot plate like that, okay? Rico knows his way around a hot plate, no pun intended. When I tell you Rico was cooking like that man on Moonlight, when Black Hat came back to that restaurant, that's how Rico was cooking for Wiley, baby, okay? And then you did all that for that man. All of that for that man. What's up, lady? What's up, lady? Sprinkles. Hold on. She did all of that for that man. You did all of that for that man. Beef Inquirer, I'll deal with that later. I'm not really into that right now. I'll deal with that later. You did all of that for that man. And what did that man do? That man left you holding a hefty bag of chicken and rice in a hefty bag. And I said, Rico, don't let that man back in. And you was crying. You was crying. And it hurted my heart. Not hurt my heart. It hurted. I put the ED on there because it was hurting real bad. It hurted my heart to see you sitting up there all disquieted, despondent. And we said, don't let him in. Rico, you let that man right back in. And then jumped in our faces and started talking about us when you felt that you had a leeway back in. But all he was doing was using you then, Rico. He needed a place to stay. I told another content creator, I don't think it's wise for you to go. Not because of me. See, people hurt my feeling. I don't want to meet these folk in the first place. No, you went on yonder, just like I told you. And then the next thing you know, baby, they had your name in everything. But people don't listen. You tell these content creators, you know, because you really try to help them, and you get attacked. And then at the end, you know you was right. And it's not being right. It's I didn't want you to go through the mess in the first place. That's it. That's all. So again, a lot of people get wrapped up in stuff, and it's like, don't get wrapped up in it. Period. So I'm beef inquired. Let me tell you something. I don't know anything that lady said or anything else. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I do my show. I use fictional names. I don't use people's real names. And yeah, so I don't know what that's going on there. That's not my business. They just need to worry about their court cases, moving right along. I'm reading this. I'm reading this. Baby, it hurted me. Hey, Lady Nika. So again, I'm looking at this. Then I went on over there to Rico. And let me say this. I understand that Rico is hurt because I understand what Rico is saying. Rico is saying that you all always try to act like he dirty and like he nasty, but yet y'all trying to get with him. Now that's what Rico is saying. And I'm not standing up for nobody. I'm just telling y'all what Rico said. Rico said that he was musty, and I know he was musty because that man didn't have no place so Rico could wash. Okay, I know because Rico, you remember that? You was in them woods. You was way deep in them woods. And Rico was doing all kind of activities. And the man didn't have no place for Rico to wash. Then he did get a sneak bath, but then he had to stay in that trunk again. And he said he was musty. And Rico, I'm a witness to that because you said you was musty. I remember that. But Rico said somebody did something to his musty self. Okay, I don't want to get real deep into it, but Rico said somebody did something to his musty self. And that's all I'm saying. So again, Rico said, I'm tired of y'all acting like I ain't none of that, but yet y'all trying to get with it. Y'all trying to get with it behind the scenes. Now that's what Rico is saying, and Rico is very, very angry. Now Rico said, I got a man here now. Okay, Rico said, I got some man here with me now, and and he can attest. And he said, what I got, and Rico said, do, and the man said they have relationships often. Okay, so I'm like, well, you didn't have to prove all of that, but okay, if you want to. But Rico, though, really, 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 you looking like a goat herder. I look, you, ooh, Rico, you just Lord, get a trim up, Rico. Get a shirt. Go back busting or something. But ooh, Jesus. Jesus wept. That's all you can say is Jesus wept. That's all you can really say is Jesus wept. That's all you really can say is Jesus wept, Nika. That's all you can say is Jesus wept. It really hurted me. And let me say this, you all. I don't have a problem with Rico. I wish that Rico would get off that system because Rico, as long as you stay on that system, you're always going to be in lack. Rico, work for yourself. Get on the system when you are of age to get on the system. Rico, you're never going to get what you need on that system. And you're too intelligent, much too smart to be on that system. You were doing much better when you was working. But hey, I can't tell you, you got to make that. That's your decision. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. But Rico, now Rico also said that ZT, he said you lying. He said that you was doing things to him and grabbing things you shouldn't have been grabbing. Rico said he was licking your salt in that, and it was getting you feeling some kind of way. And yeah. And Rico said that Reed didn't really want to meet you. He really wanted to meet Rico, but he didn't really want to meet you. And this is why I'm laughing at you, because do you think I want to meet you? Really though? Anyway, that's what Rico said. Somebody said, what the problem? I actually like you bit, Mr. Wilson. I got offended saying just because I am from the Caribbean saying that black today I will live. Rico, I didn't say you was black enough. Anybody who from the diaspora is black enough. Let me give y'all something. I don't care if you're from Jamaica. I don't care if you're from South Africa. I don't care if you're from Antigua. I don't care if you're from Trinidad, Tobago. I don't care if you're from Nassau, the Bahamas. I don't care if you are from Carousel or Haiti or Haiti. I don't care where you're from. You can be from Melanesia. If you are from the diaspora, I am tired of black people always separating themselves. You are black. If you got skin like this, you black. Okay? You may not be African American, but you Afro Caribbean. I mean, we get it twisted. We get it twisted. We are from the diaspora. So I don't separate that. Rico, you're black. If you got a mixed grandmama, you're black. Because part of her came from the diaspora. I'm not arguing with people over color issues. That's foolishness. Now let me move on. Y'all got my blood up. And nobody ain't racist. You black. No, I got this shirt from Forever 21. This is not a Shein shirt, but it is a Forever 21 shirt. It's Forever 21. I don't do mail order stuff. I like to go see what I'm buying. So I shop at Forever 21 and Zara, as well as Dillard's and Macy's and what's the other store out of Washington State? Yeah, that store, Neiman Marcus or the other one. So anyway, but no, this is not a Shein. It is a Forever 21. The tag is in the back. Anyway, people always trying to be messy. You can't be messy with me. Anyway, moving right along. Let me see what's going on. Hey, not Saks. Not Saks. It starts with an N. Nordstrom's, not Saks. Anyway, well, you may be able to find this shirt at Burlington, but I got mine at Forever 21. North Star Mall, San Antonio. Forever 21. That's where I got my shirt, Forever 21. So I don't know anything about what's that place you just said? Burlington's or whatever, Forever 21. So that's why I got this shirt. Moving right along. So somebody said the other thing they have no ideal. Congratulate African American made open heart surgery. Yeah. Oh no, it's no whatever. No, I mean I know how you all are, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is the beef sector. But anyway, I just wanted to correct you because you were absolutely wrong. And when you're wrong, you need to be corrected. Forever 21. Forever 21. And I think that this shirt, and I bought another shirt, and one was half price off, so it all came out to $25. And so I decided to wear it today. See how that works? Anyway, Pastor, did you see Pizarro alive last night? That lady pulled up to Shakim's house online. Well, Catherine, you know, that lady said, I want my money. She said, you're not, but see, you know what? It's over, baby. It's over. That trick done spent that money and gone. Done spent that money and gone. So anyway, you all, so Rico was really after a lot of people, and Rico feels that, hey, you can't talk about me because, you know, you all, hey, St. James, that you all want to do a lot of stuff with me. And Rico said, no, you're not going to play those games. But baby, hey, I tell you what, though, I really did feel something for a while. Baby, Wiley went into that emotional state. Not emotional, he went into a whole emotional state. And Wiley said, I'm getting a little emotional. And he said, because I'm getting a little emotional because he said, because you said, I work so hard and, that's my livelihood. And I see the people going through it. And the people, and baby, all I saw was avatars just come back on because King Roman got the hell off that camera. When I tell you King Roman got the hell off that camera, baby, I chuckled myself because I'm like, is he trying to get emotional? Is he trying to get General Hospital on me? Is he trying to get all my cheering, Ryan Hope, One Life to Live on me? Because he got real emotional and then went right from emotional to messy. Okay, how you gonna do all of that crying? And then not one tear though, not one tear. All that crying, and then you're gonna get messy. Baby, I said, how do you do, baby? Only Wiley, baby. What's up, Castro? Only Wiley. Baby, he got emotional. Ooh, he looked up. Hold up. And then he did the fist. I'm like, is this man get emotional? Anyway. I said, let me stop. So anyway, you all, but can I say something? Okay. So hold on, what y'all saying? So let me say something. We have given these people their $55 back. The $55, we always have something, whether it's a luncheon or something. But you know what? Let me say this. If people wanted to get their hotel room, they could have gotten their hotel room. However, if we would have had a luncheon, then they wouldn't have been able to come. Now, they should would have had to pay the $55 if we're going to do a luncheon or something, because we usually take care of those things and we usually have the bags and the swag bags and all of this stuff for it. But it's funny because the people who got so much to say ain't throwing nothing. They ain't never thrown no event. So again, I think it's really funny that the people who got the most to say ain't thrown no event. And then it's like this whole man just we look now, I'm not gonna get mad at anybody who is traveling Greyhound, not even first class, okay? Good. Who traveling Greyhound to get to Las Vegas from Texas. I just it's unfathomable to me that somebody who it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So I thought that whole interview was hilarious. And then people didn't really want to hear Wiley. They were like, you done made this something about something else. This man done asked you one question and you done went all over the river and through the woods. Thank you, Dr. LaShawna Roos Brown. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. And then I don't know who the guy who was checking Wiley, but old women don't give to me. Can I say this? Now, when I was in my heyday of YouTube, people gave because they wanted to give. Okay, lady, Sparkles, I'm gonna give you the link. Hold on for a minute. People gave because they wanted to give. Thank you, Sensibility Speaks. And not only did old women give to me, but young women gave to me. And young men gave to me. And old men gave to me. Let's not forget that Wolverine and whatever that man's name, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that. Make sure you don't do that again. They gave to me. So again, I'm Jay Wilson. This is my character. And if people like the show, they are allowed to give. I take dollars. I take $100 bills. We had the Cash App parties. They was mad. And Jay Wilson has always been honest. If you don't have, don't get in the Cash App party. If you don't have and get in the Cash App party, make sure you pass it forward. Jay Wilson said, once I get to a certain level, I will drop a certain level. But baby, it is all about that coin. And now the people who complained about it the most, they're doing it. I don't need to do that anymore. But people still give to me. And I really appreciate people giving to me. But one thing I don't do is fake plane tickets and have men waiting for, I don't know what, Honest Row, what you trying to do? Honest Row, if you in here, what you trying to do, Honest Row? What are you trying to do? Do you think this man really want to meet you? I'm sorry, Honest Row. Let me say this. Do you really think this man want to meet you, Honest Row? He done stood you up twice, Honest Row. Do you think that this man really want to meet you? And it seemed like you thirsty to meet him. And Honest Row, I mean, what are you trying to get out of this? What are you trying to get out of this? What is your end game with this, Honest Row? Because it makes no sense. Ooh, somebody just sent on nasty cash app. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me see who sent this nasty cash app. Ooh, thank you, BG. Come on, BG, for sending that old nasty piece of cash out. But let me get back. Honest Row, what is your end game? Why do you keep on being Charlie Brown and you know Lucy is gonna take that ball away from you? Honest Row. And then you get mad a little touch because people be talking about it, Honest Row. I don't get that. Well, what you trying to get, Honest Row? I'm just looking for a friendship. No, you ain't. Because if you want a friendship, then you can keep that on the line. Yeah, and then people want to make excuses, baby. It ain't no victims, it's volunteers. I truly believe that. Let me drop this link. But y'all, child, when I tell y'all Wiley got motional, it went from motional to messy. He can't help himself, and he kept on saying we. I'm like King Roman. I'm like, who is this we? I'm like, who is this mysterious we? I didn't know who that we was. And then he was like, oh, I'm talking about my production. Then he said, my production manager. You got all of these people, but nobody could send you a coin to get a plane? Your producers? I don't get that. How am I hating on Roe? How am I hating on Roe? Because Roe got stood up twice? How's that hating on Roe? Why are you enabling Roe? See, this is my thing. Y'all must like this train wreck. So, Chantel, where do you think that this is good? Chantel, where do you think that this is healthy for a grown man in his 40s to be going to meet another man? Well, where you think that I'm trying to help me, Chantel, because maybe you know something I don't. Help me, please, Chantel, because I ain't hating on Roe. I'm not one catching flights. Hello, somebody. So how am I hating? Please help me. Help me, Chantel. Oh, I thought somebody was coming up. Because I'm going to need Chantel to help me. And y'all, Dr. LaShawna Root Brown is putting that cash app down. If you want to be a blessing, because this is entertainment today, and I come on camera. Okay, I'm not one of these people who just use an avatar. Let me say this. You see that these are all my teeth. Hello, somebody. Hello. These are all my teeth. Yeah. Okay. All of my lips are together. Okay. It's one here and one there. All of it together. Okay. I'm just saying. Hey, somebody. I felt that. Shondo. I felt that. Come on. Let me see who this is in the back. Okay, I gotta put up my banner because I don't be trusting nobody. I just want to know how I'm crazy. Because maybe y'all see something that I don't. I just want to know what y'all see. Maybe I'm missing something. Am I missing some, Lady Sparkle? Am I missing some, Lady Sparkle? Lady Sparkle. Hold on. Lady Sparkle.
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
Yes, Charlie.
Am I missing something?
Yes, you missing everything, child. Yes, child, the people are coming at you. I think we're in the damn twilight zone for real, because Revelations is coming to light on all sectors. Now, they went over there and fucking lied and tried to tell Shakim that I said some shit over there on Rodney panel. Don't get me fucked up, because I don't give a fuck what sector this bitch. I'll share this whole shit down. Don't play with me. But let me give you this tea real quick. So, fat bitch. Gargoyle Darling daughter, that gremlin AT2 out of order, came for you last night. Somebody asked him, he did a content creator thing where he was asking about Phi Babe and everybody. Oh, I don't know these people. Somebody asked him about you. He's like, oh, lies. He's a liar. He's a liar. I'm like, how the fuck you be sector and don't know Phi Babe? Like the fuck? Child, these people see these crackheads be crazy.
Hey,
They be crazy.
is that my girl Tulsa?
Absolutely, it is me. Hey, Pastor, how you feeling?
You know, I'm doing
Hey,
all right. I'm
girl.
listening to Lady Sparkle. Lady Sparkle, I didn't even know people was talking about me last night.
Oh,
Girl, they
hey,
fucking
Sparkle.
crazy. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Tulsi. Girl, they can't stand us, child. Listen, it's a mess. But you claim to know beef sector, but you don't know Phi Babe. But then you claim that you the godmother, the fat fairy godmother. It's like that goddamn gremlin, that Ronald McDonald long lost brother, Gigi No Gargoyle. You raggedy bitch. I'm sick of your ass. This is the Sunday bleedings, bitch. Now you name this fat goddamn, not the mama, not the mama, motherfucker. Don't he ever try to come for my baby Jay Wilson. Now what's T, motherfucker, with your fat ass bitch? Because you are 500 pounds of a clogged chicken wing, you goddamn worthless ass warthog. What's up, Tulsa? And now I see why you can't stand this fat motherfucker. Because he can't shed a pound. All he can do is put them rotten ass half a dead J Dunn baby teeth on the fucking ground, bitch. At least J Dunn got little chiclets for motherfucking teeth, bitch.
Talking
All
about
you got is
wait a minute, who you talking about, Sparkle?
that goddamn supposed to be AT2, the godfather of the beef sector. Bitch, which motherfucking beef did
Who
you
is
sector?
AT2? Who is that?
Exactly, exactly. I'm
No,
fucking
I'm being
straight
real.
from
Who is that? Did I miss something? Who is that?
somebody from the black tea sector that think he's beef sector. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
I
Child,
don't
these
know who
people are
that is.
scary.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the right. You're right for 200, Alex. Yes, but them glasses know everything. And yes, I will give you everything, baby. I will give you everything. You don't need a dime, honey. Ooh. But also, I love you, girl. Let me go drag transvestite no media because the bitch go and put in my motherfucking TikTok. Bitch, it's AMC smiling. That's what the fuck it is, oh. Don't you ever get it fucked up, bitch, because I'm always the experience and the industry, ho. Something you couldn't be. Bye, y'all. Riding leaves, bitch. Gives
Oh
what it
my.
gives.
Oh my.
But
Come on, Lady Sparkles. I didn't know all that was going on. Hey, Queen Tulsa.
All right. Yes.
I didn't know all of that was going on. Queen Tulsa, these girls are upset. First, now can I say something, Queen Tulsa?
Well,
First
no,
of all,
let
the
me say
girl.
this first. To
Okay.
Vivian and her family and her mother, I recently heard about it. We did pray over at, I forgot whose panel we were at, but we prayed. Oh, we were at Rodney's house. We prayed
Okay.
for her and her speedy recovery. So I just heard about her and I was just concerned, like, okay, what happened to where you pulled out? And I found that out. So first and foremost, prayers to her. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, they were upset when we were going. Now they pissed off because we're not. This is the thing. And again, everybody got their money back. They're 55. Um, you know,
Okay, okay.
so we didn't, and it was non-refundable, but we did anyhow. Thank you, Yollywood News. But we
Amen.
gave it back anyhow. But
Amen.
again, Vivian was telling me what was going on, and I don't do stuff without Vivian. Me and Vivian is a partnership. We've always been that. Vivian has always been 50-50. We split it down 50-50. But could I have done it? I could have. I could have gone to Vegas, but the spirit said don't go. The spirit say something. The spirit say this happened for a reason. And at the end of the day, I don't care what people say. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna follow the spirit, Queen Tulsa. That's why I don't get in people's mess no more and try to help them along. Because Queen Tulsa, it seems like every time you try to help folk, you get the ugly end and the wrong end of the stick.
To get the yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
you know
so
what?
again, and like I said, when you tell people, you need to vet these people out. You need to tell people, hey, this person is using you. But when folk in love, you see I said that love like that. When people in love, you
Love.
can't tell them nothing. And all they see is what they see. And then down the line, they get it. They get it. They get it. So I'm just looking at this. And then I don't know if you saw Rico's live, but Rico was upset again because people bringing his name up. And again, I tried to tell Rico, honey, when I tell y'all, I know he tired of hearing this, but Rico, when that man left you, with that chicken and rice in a bag. I said, don't let him back, Rico. And what you do, soon as he came knocking on your door and gave you some sweet words, you let that man right back in. And all that
Come
man
on
wanted
in.
was a house to lay his head because he didn't have no place. And we found out later on with VS that QI didn't want to be bothered with him. So he wasn't welcome at that room either.
No. Is this the same Rico that hosted Wiley?
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
coming back on. I gotta refresh my tea because you know I got some real tea in here. This ain't fake tea. So take over, Queen Toast. I'll be right back. Don't be
oh,
showing no titties or nothing. Okay,
oh
I want
no.
my trades taken.
No, I won't do that to you. Now, listen here, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And listen here, brace yourselves. If you have to run to the restroom, go ahead and do so right now. We do have refreshments in the back. We do have the ushers working, and we do have the tithes and offering plate pass, going around. So if you feel it in your spirit, definitely hit that cash app. Okay, we're gonna have a great time today, and on purpose. Okay.
Get that cash out in Jesus' name. I say get that cash out in Jesus' name. Oh, get that cash out, get that cash out. Cash out in Jesus' name. Yes. My God,
Yes,
today. Oh, I'm
absolutely.
coming back. I got my little drink refresh.
Oh,
But
yes.
Queen Tulsa, did you see all of this mess going on? I'm coming back on the camera because the people say they like my little shades.
You
Okay,
know
they say,
what?
hmm,
I love the shades and I love the way you're throwing it today. Okay.
honey,
What you
they said that they
doing?
said my shirt was Sheen, but it's really Forever 21.
Oh,
I don't get Timu and shit. I don't trust those places where you gotta order it and then no.
absolutely.
So I went on over to Forever 21 at North Star
Uh-huh.
Mall, and
And
I
squeeze
said
your
I like
ass
it.
up in that. Okay.
That's what I did. That's what I
Yes.
did. Yes. Yes.
Looks
So
good
what do
on
you
you.
think about this? What do you think about that lady who gave that $100 to
Oh,
Shakim only to find out that he used her and they said she went back to his house? Okay. Mama said, I want my money. Mama said, I worked too hard for this money. But they
it's
say the
my
man was
money
on
and
the
I need it
airplane.
now.
Well, this man was on the air. Do you think he be, first of all, why you gonna buy a ticket and then get off the plane? Because you know he must get one of them refundable tickets back where you can get your money back 100%. But they said
Oh,
that I don't know what's going on.
okay. So, I've heard a little bit about it, and actually, he was live, and they were discussing it, and they were just saying like, why didn't you refund the money back? And he was like, well, it's my money and I'm going to keep it. And I guess she was giving him money to go to DC.
To see,
And
whoa,
yeah, and she didn't want, she didn't send the money for him to go to Vegas. So that initial um voluntarily sponsorship was for that reason, and it's like maybe she would have done more if you went and you showed yourself to act accordingly, show up and actually meet Ro, and actually give us the
do
content.
you
Maybe
think
she
he
would
wants
have.
to meet Ro? I mean, this is the second time he done stood Ro up, and these cities ain't expensive. Okay, number one, LA ain't cheap, and DC ain't cheap. These are cities where you actually got to pay for parking. Hello, somebody, and they look
Hello.
at dime you for everything. Okay, so Ro, I mean, is you making money like that? Because I mean, this man has gotten you to go to expensive cities. I mean, you couldn't get stood up in Gatlinburg. Okay, you can get stood up in
Oh,
Montgomery, Alabama. I mean, you get stood up in LA and DC. What's the next city? Paris? Is it gonna be Antarctica? Because y'all ain't going. Okay, baby, that's the next place. Antarctica. I just not Antarctica, but Antarctica. That's why I'm just trying to find out.
Antarctica, right.
Antarctica.
Oh Lord. Well, hopefully he don't try to go and visit Antarctica. Okay. But this is my thing. I think that maybe it's an anxiety. Maybe it's, he don't want to be seen out with a flamboyant gay man. He has he's from Detroit. So he has a persona that he has to keep up. And I think that maybe his viewership from the heterosexuals would decline if they're like, that. But I feel like whether if you're gay, straight, or whatever, people should be confident in who they are. Stand on your business. If you're straight, you're straight. I know plenty of heterosexual people that, might go out and hang out at the gay club because it's their friend or their family or something like that. So everybody that's heterosexual, you don't have to be uptight about it. Just stand in your truth and show up.
What would you tell Ro? Because it seems like Ro is more
Oh,
excited than Shakim. And I
well,
know you've been trying to talk to Ro. Ro, look, we don't hate you, Ro. I really don't. But Ro, I'm tired of you looking crazy out here,
Mhm.
Ro. I'm really tired of you looking crazy, Ro, because all gay black men ain't thirsty.
uh-uh. You better wake up and recognize. And see, that was my thing when I had approached him on Rodney's channel. I said, Ro, I love you. I care about you. And just like I care about all of y'all. Like I want y'all to be happy. I want y'all to have the love. I want greatness and happiness for all my community, right? But chasing down or it's like Ro does seem like he gets very excited and turned on when there's a man involved. And I just want Ro to, you know,
And my thing is this: what is the end game,
control your
Ro?
hormones.
What is the end game? So when you meet Shakim, what's the end game?
I think that, it's like, okay, it's done. I think that, he just wants to see him and just shake his hand and something like that and go on about his business and really, sashay away.
Just to
You know,
shake his hand.
uh-huh.
Okay.
But I think that, he's genuinely a fan.
You know
You know,
what? I think, Ro, you would have done better with Brian. Even though Brian be fighting his homosexual
Brian
urge.
would have put the pause on Ro. No,
You think so?
no. Listen here. The first time Rose say no, it's like he never said yes. That's what it's giving with Brian. Let's call a spade a spade. You know. I mean, that's just like putting Ro with Wiley. No. No, thank you. It's not it's gonna be destruction. And especially if Wiley chooses not to take his pill that day, oh, it's
Um,
going up.
okay. Baby, I said homosexual urges. He be fighting them.
Mm. You know
Somebody.
what? You know how the trade give it up. Listen, he was
Mm-hmm.
willing to go to the gay club and, sell some stuff, to make that money.
I'm gonna
You
tell
think
you
that he
what.
was you think he was going there to see who had the deepest pockets? You think he was going there for a thug?
Let
You
me tell
think
you
he was
something. So Tim is equal opportunity. He don't care if you're a man. He don't care if you're a woman. He don't care if you're intersex. Long as you got pockets, that's all he care about. And all he cares about is getting your money out your pocket. Um, my thing is this: be honest. When people give me money, it's because you like the entertainment. I ain't promising you nothing. Look, when we went on that cruise, I had a great time. But you know, there are boundaries, and people need to know that there are boundaries. Period.
Can we
Now,
speak on how
I am. Let me
like
say this: I am gonna give Rico his props
okay.
because Rico, see, I listened to you when you told me what ZT was about. I said I don't want to meet that trash. I said I don't want to meet that trash. And again, because I listened to you, Rico. See, you think people don't be listening to you, Rico? I listened to you, and I'm like, I don't want to meet that man. I didn't want to meet him on many levels because again, but I just didn't want to meet him. And now he's back out here trying to act like Rico is trash, but Rico said on his auntie and on his grandmama. And when Rico is putting stuff on his auntie and grandmama, you know he real about that.
Oh,
And
do
I
tell. I
listened.
missed that. What did he say?
Well, he was saying that ZT was lying. So ZT came on and was trying to say that Rico was doing all of these things to him that Rico wanted him, but it was the other way around. And so,
Oh, the
yeah,
plot
and Rico
thickens.
also said that Rick Reed didn't want to meet ZT. Rick Reed was cool with Rico. And so Rick Reed didn't meet Rico because of ZT. There's a lot of people who don't want to meet ZT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, in other words, he was trying to make the moves on him.
Rico keeps saying like, he's tired of these people trying to act like he's dirty, but yet they trying to sleep with him all the time.
He's a fetish. He's just a
Well,
piece of meat.
well, people think that Rico is
Is
a
this the Rico
throwaway,
that slept with Wiley?
allegedly.
Well, he would. Listen here. What now, Rico? If you're in the chat, baby, you need to hit that link. But honey, you went around here and paraded how big you were on Storm Monroe's channel, and you let us know that Wiley painted you a whole dirty picture. I mean, it was turds. I mean, let's get into it. I mean, because if you like the fish your rod and swamps, child. I mean, let's get into it. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's wake it
Now, did you
up
see the Storm Monroe
to the
interview?
conversation. I did. I sure
Now,
did.
tell me about it. I didn't get to see it.
Oh my goodness. Listen here. Rico was really getting his moment up there. You know, Storm Monroe has a really big platform. And he
Mhm.
let us know that, he had hauled up his pots and pans and he was going to cook for his man, Wiley. And child, Wiley got there and didn't pay his ass no attention for about one, two,
Well,
three
no,
days.
he went to the man. He went with the other man, and that man left him
Went
with
with
that
the
chicken and rice
friend.
in the bag.
Yeah, well, the one that Wiley was interested in his friend. So
Hmm.
Wiley wanted to be the hoe of the trip,
Hmm. And
and he got it.
I told the friend not to go,
Oh, did
but
you?
the people thought it was for me.
That was the
I knew
spirit.
it.
That was the spirit telling you. Okay, come on,
I said, "Don't do it.
come on.
Don't do it.
So listen
Don't
here, they
do it."
got up there. And Wiley, I think they did it one time, and then it took a orgy, child. It took a orgy for him to slightly get his rocks off, but he eventually lost his temper,
Mm.
child. Oh yes,
Wow,
oh
wow,
yes.
that's deep.
Eventually lost his temper because he wanted Wiley, but his friend was in the room. He said that they were in there kissing. I mean, tongue kissing.
Well,
Child.
Queen Tulsa, I told Rigo already that this man only needed him for room and board. That's it. And he didn't believe it. And then when he was crying, we really tried our best to help him.
Mhm.
No sooner than that man gave him some attention, we were back. We were back on the S list.
Oh wow. My
So now,
man, my man, my man. Okay.
so anyway, it is what it is. So,
So
well,
about
I got
Shakim.
Ness on the line. Well, Ness, look, I am wishing you and your um, endeavors with this trip well. I hope everything goes well for you, and that's my wish for you.
Yes, protect that peace and that trip, honey.
That's
And she
it.
seems like she's on it.
That's it.
She
That's
said
all I
what
can
she
say.
said. Listen, well, she was on a panel as well earlier, I believe, at Rodney's.
Mm,
And, she said that, she doesn't feel comfortable. Wiley's there, very unhinged. She wants a elegant, nice meet and greet. And she's not with the shenanigans. She's not with the foolishness. And anybody that's a high risk is just not going to be attended. And
mm,
security will be in full effect.
mm. Okay. Well, that's good.
Mm.
That's my wish and thoughts. You know, so it's all good, and and hopefully that happens because we want all of the beach sector people to have successful events.
Yeah, but that rah-rah is just not the time and the place for that. Like, if y'all want to do that, y'all go over with the Umar boys and take a trip with them, and y'all get all the drama that y'all need. Okay, y'all want fights and all that. Y'all want to be degraded and talked down to. No, this ain't this, and that ain't that. Okay.
Yeah, I had Chupacabra. yesterday. So I'm doing Mexican street corn today. So y'all, this is Piccadilly popcorn, and they really do good popcorn. So yeah. Somebody said I think Lemon and Shakim are done with her as it maybe changes her a bit. Why would Lemon and Shakim be done with her? Ness, isn't you? Aren't you and Lemon in this together? I'm just asking.
I think that with the whole Shakim situation going on and with the money, that's not a good look when you're a creator and then you're doing a trip and you're, I don't know if she's collecting the money or whatever, but it's not a good look to have a person like that on your trip, because it screams, shit, he might just start panhandling the guest,
Mm.
you know?
Stop begging them for money, baby. Next thing you know, it'll be a whole Shakim shakedown game.
Absolutely. I mean,
Ness said people on the outside have no clue. You're so right, Ness, because people on the outside definitely have no clue. You're right about that. That's why I can sleep easy, because they don't have no clue. And I would like to thank the hotel and the airlines for giving me my money back. That's why I let people know in a good manner of time so they can do what they need to do.
Yeah,
Somebody
but you
said,
know
I
what?
already said if Cam can stay with Cam, he will not. Okay, well, that's good, Ness. I'm glad that you're making those moves. It seems like Shakim has a lot of, how should I say, enablers. Seem like people are now getting the picture that this man is nothing. But let me tell you something.
Well, he said that Cam is gonna buy out the bar for him. He's a
Mm.
fan, and that he played his music. He was doing a sing along, and he said that Cam owes him that. Somebody said, "Well, Cam doesn't feel that way today." He said, "Well, he owes me that. He's a fan." What are your
Baby
thoughts
Miss
about that,
O,
Pal?
let me say this. This man is a joke. Like I said, when they said that he was a musician and I heard him and I saw what he was doing, I said, this is a joke, right? And I just think that people use him because he's the court jester. And I think that's what people use him for, because what comes out of his mouth is so outrageous that you can, and he says it with a straight face. So,
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Cam was like
maybe
somebody,
Miss
like a
O,
sugar daddy or something like that.
Cam was
You know.
insulted and said, stop lying on him. He will never give no man any money. Well, Cam wouldn't, but baby, Honest Row, please see what this man is about. Honest Row, this man, if
Oh,
he would dog out a woman like this, you know
Pastor,
he
I'm
don't give a
wrong.
damn about you.
Let me jump in right quick because I told Honest Row to get his dollars ready. Oh, let me go on mute.
Why you told him to get his dollars ready, baby?
Cause child. Oh no, that was for Rodney. That was for Rodney.
Oh,
So Rodney and Honest Row, they gonna hook up.
really?
But Rodney
Wait
isn't
a minute.
going, but
When,
um
wait, they're gonna hook up with.
I don't know where they gonna hook up. I think they should hook up in DC, not in Vegas. I think that
Look,
they
look,
should,
I
huh?
would trust Rodney. Hold on, y'all. I'm actually getting my tea. I would trust Rodney over Shaquille because you know at least Rodney gonna show up.
Exactly. And Rodney, he got them lips and that ass. I heard he had
Well, I
ass.
don't know if Rodney really wants that. I
I
don't know if
mean,
Rodney wants to be. Let me say this: everybody don't want to be.
no, I think Rodney want to wax Rose ass. He's gonna be the
Um,
topping. Yes.
look. I don't know about that. I think. Let me say this: I have met a lot of men who are gay, and it's never been that focus of mine.
Well, listen here. They'll be in. I don't know. Maybe they'll do an orgy, but I don't think Brian's invited because he's too aggressive.
Well,
Uh huh.
Lord Jesus, there's so much going on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get back. Okay.
Yes.
Um, Look, I don't know if Rodney will meet Honest Row. Somebody, Jay Thomas, you better stop, Jay Thomas. Honest Row asked Rodney to dance for
Yeah,
him.
that's what the dollars were for. Yes.
Uh, oh Lord.
Honest Row said he'll
Mm.
be a top four night. I asked him if he was going to bring his hair and bra and things like that. If he was going to get up and drag, he said no, not this time.
Ooh, not
Honest
this
Row.
one.
Yeah, not this time.
Wow. Ooh, Queen Tulsa, you messy. You so messy. You so messy. He can speak on whomever he wants to talk about. You funny looking helper. Oh my goodness.
Who is
Hey,
that?
Bell. Let me say this, you all. These people are grown and they can do really what they want to do. We're gonna talk about it. Rodney, all I'm gonna say is just be careful. Just be mindful. Oh, somebody sent another cash app. Hold on for a minute.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank you, BG again. Oh my God, come on, BG. Look, people can see whoever they want to see. You understand me? Y'all just be careful. Just be careful. You don't want to meet everybody. You don't want to meet everybody.
And make sure y'all get Sheffy some condoms. It's on her wish list, Pastor.
It's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It's interesting. He asked Rodney to be a Chip and Dale dancer for him, girl.
Yes,
That
that's what it was.
yes, Sheffy. Did you have that on your wish list? Sheffy, you needed some
Yes.
condoms. Why you need some condoms, Sheffy? What you plan
Sheffy,
to
come
do?
here, girl. Drop is the link drop. Sheffy, hit that link, girl. Come up here. I'm trying to
Baby,
help you
why you
out.
need condoms, Sheffy? I hope you ain't bringing your dog with you. No, but I don't want to be doing that with the dog. You don't be putting your dog in situations.
He said condoms, not peanut butter. Okay.
It's honest roll in heat. Dr. Lashana Ruth Brown, I don't know what honest roll is in. I mean, honest roll is doing a whole lot. I don't really know what's going on with honest roll. All I know is he's a grown man, and I want to know the end game. So if you meet Shakim, what do you want to happen? And then after that happens, then what next?
Sheffy, I got you, but you're not coming to Oklahoma, child. Hmm. And I'm not going to Vegas.
Mm, it's really interesting. So a lot has gone on. Like I said, I went to Pizarro's channel. And when I heard that they were talking about ODS and it was Rico, so I went on over to Rico's, and baby Rico was going at everybody who did Rico wrong, or he felt they did him wrong. Rico was talking about it. Now Rico did talk about King Roman. He said King Roman was cool, and he said what's his name was really cool with him. Um, what's his name? What's the man? Rick Reed. He said Rick Reed was cool with him, but he said everybody else wanted something from him. And and let me say this.
Because he
I
went on
don't
Storm's channel and told everybody that he was a trick. That he'll get an Airbnb, he'll host. I mean, an orgy will go down. It could be a one-on-one if that doesn't work
is that
out.
current? Is he still
Yes,
talking about this?
yes. If the one-on-one doesn't go down and if there are friends involved, if there's a group of people, he'll make it do with the group. Yeah.
Somebody tell Rico, I want to make sure. Rico, did you do this? Because Rico, look, can I say something?
I mean,
Rico,
he's versatile, so he can go both
Rico, but
ways.
you know, but this is the thing. When you go on a platform like that, you can't get mad when people start talking about it. You can't get mad when people view you as that, because now you're on a major platform pretty much soliciting and telling people what services you offer. Now,
Scat
I
play.
didn't hear
He
it.
likes scat play. Scat play.
He did mention that. I did hear him mention that, and I'm not going to mention who, because, you know, I'm good with people. And I don't know people's sexual lives. I can be cool with you and not know your sexual life. But he did say somebody like a little doo-doo and pee-pee. Girl.
No, he likes turds.
He said
The correct.
he did say somebody like the little doo-doo and pee-pee. I was like, ugh. First of all, really, people look. I don't even want people to hear. You know, when I'm telling you, when I'm in my personal moment, baby, I'm flushing. I don't want nobody to hear no torpedoes or no nothing. Baby, I don't even want to hear. I'm like whoosh,
Well,
whoosh, whoosh.
listen, you
You
don't
know what I'm
invite him
saying?
because he'll try to put his ear to the door. No, it's really bad. It's really bad.
I
He
didn't
like,
know all of that was going on. You know, people can get hepatitis from that.
listen
And,
here. If it's
and let
not
me tell you
scat,
something, people don't be drinking enough liquid, girl. Some of this pee will make you paralyzed. Girl,
yeah,
some of that pee is potent, huh?
and he
Girl,
does
people don't drink enough water. Okay,
pastor.
honey, your whole arm will be falling off. Y'all better watch that.
Pastor, he don't mind if you break wind either. Seriously. I mean, he wants you to tear it up. Okay.
Y'all need to watch that because people don't be drinking enough liquid for that. Ooh, y'all need to stop. Oh my God. Are you serious? Queen Tulsa, tell me you lying. Queen Tulsa, tell me you didn't hear this on Storm Monroe channel. Please tell me you lying. Please tell
Listen
me.
here. What I got from that conversation, he is down with a get down. I mean, he loves an orgy. He loves when it's more than one person in the room, you know? I mean, it is what it is. And he doesn't mind. If you set up there and taint those sheets, he's gonna tell you, just go in there, just wash off right quick, come on back, and let's do it again. He's willing to give you a second chance, and he's willing, after even all that in a session, he's willing to bend over and take it
Well, you
on
know
that
VS,
same
VS
sheet.
was you know VS was telling it.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. And listen here. He had said some things about that woman, but that woman didn't, she's the one that took him home. He had all those pots and pans and all that luggage and candlelight for a hoe. Yeah.
Look, I don't have anything personally against him. I didn't know all of that was said on Storm Monroe's channel. I know he was on Storm Monroe's channel, but I didn't know all of that was said.
Oh yeah. If listen here, nobody was gonna be getting off in the spaces
Rico,
that
did
he
you
paid
say
for.
this? Rico, did you say this? And I mean, like I said, I don't know if Rico is up to coming. This is not an ambush, Rico. I didn't see the Storm Monroe interview.
Listen, it all boils down to this. If he
Ooh, let
feeds
me get
your
me some more
gut,
popcorn, honey. Let me get me
yes,
some more
listen.
popcorn.
If he
Ooh.
feeds your gut, he wants some butt. Okay? And that's just how it's going down.
Mm,
He's gonna get the liquor, he's gonna get the weed, gonna get all the substances that it takes for you to
mm.
get right.
Dutch marks the dollar. American Express will do nicely, thank you. Or let me open up your collar.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you want to see me do the shimmy again?
Mhm.
Okay, baby, there's a private dancer, honey. My God, today. What's
The
up, MD?
private dancer, dancer for
But
money.
look. Who is this, baby? Okay, it's a lot of things going on. Let me put my banner up because I don't know these people coming up here,
Put
but let
that
me put
banner
my
up.
banner up. Because you know these people be trying to
Oh
porn
yeah.
bomb me. What's up, D Miss O?
Hey, Pastor, what you doing?
Baby, I don't know what I'm doing. I came up here to do one thing and I've been taken to another place. Girl, I done been taken to doo-doo and pee-pee land and I didn't even know I was going there. My God, today. Baby, I mean, do you hear this, D Miss O? D Miss O, what is really going on in this sector? You only got me eating my
Yeah,
popcorn.
I was trying to come up here for a better understanding because you talking about my Rico or
Queen
Rico
Tulsa?
Brad.
Oh, I wasn't addressed. Who is this speaking?
This
I
is
was
D Miss
asking Jay
O.
who.
So,
Oh, okay.
so let me ask Queen.
She was asking you.
Yeah, so let me ask Queen Tulsa. Now,
Oh
to my
no, she was
understanding, you're
asking me.
talking about, hold on, to my understanding, you're talking about Rico the bartender, not Rico the brat. Which Rico are we talking about?
We talking about Rico that dated Wiley.
No, I didn't
How
hear
that lady
this.
did at that basketball? When she was talking about that man at that basketball, she had that bonnet on her head. Okay,
You a
that's what
fool.
you.
Oh no, I hadn't heard any of this before today, child. Who
I ain't
Oh,
is
know that.
Rico?
I
He
mean, no, no. This is what I was asking Queen Tulsa
are we
because I heard
referring to
something
the
about
same
some boo
one?
boo and pee pee
Are
and
we all on
group
the
stuff.
same
yeah.
page?
Yeah, but I was
Uh-huh.
just trying to figure out
Okay.
who was that, and she said it was Rico. And if I'm not mistaken, Queen Tulsa, you
Hmm.
said that this was mentioned on Storm Monroe's channel.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm the queen of receipts, you know?
And he said, what exactly?
Well, they like a lot of they would get an
Yeah.
Airbnb. They like a lot of group
A little
action.
orgy, orgy.
When this was on Storm
Rico
Monroe's,
about that himself.
huh?
Rico told us about that himself.
Okay, but he ain't say nothing about no doodoo and pee pee.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know about that doodoo and pee pee?
Wiley, remember the thing with Wiley and the painting?
Well, but that was something because it seemed like that was a forced thing. Somebody wanted something bad, and they weren't gonna let go until their soul got blessed.
Oh, because they didn't do it
Girl,
first. Okay.
okay, and that was a forced thing, but somebody said that they like it anyhow. Girl, I can't even eat my popcorn right now. Let me look at my popcorn. Okay.
Because y'all know
Yeah.
y'all can't spray Rico with his own tea, because Rico be the first to spray his tea,
Well, like I
child.
said, that's what I'm surprised. And like I said, I'm really not going in Rico. I didn't know because I didn't watch
Yeah,
the
we're not
Storm
going at
Monroe.
Rico. Rico likes turds. I
Oh,
mean,
I
it is what
know.
it is.
No, y'all not. Ain't nobody know. I'm
I
Yeah,
just
he
didn't
saying
watch
likes
that.
the
turds.
He
I
usually
mean, he
I didn't
don't
honest
watch
like.
about everything.
Listen here. He don't like no soupy scat. He likes turds. If it ain't no blocks or bricks coming
Ooh,
out, baby, you gotta go.
ooh, ooh. But nah, I'm just saying, Rico, one thing he is honest, child. So even if it's he gonna admit it, baby, know how bad it looks, child. That's why you don't want to really get involved in anything that got to do with Rico, because he gonna be honest in the mud, child.
where to go.
And
Did you
he
see him?
listen here. He likes to go in raw. Okay, he likes it raw. Like he likes to
Well,
go in there. I'm serious. That's what he said. Y'all can go back and look at the interview. He likes it raw, no glove, but you get some
Hey,
love. Okay,
Catherine.
how you doing?
well, I would love to hear from Rico because again,
Yeah, Rico,
I
come
didn't watch.
on up.
I didn't watch the interview, and I do know though that Rico said that he was musty and somebody had sucked something when
Oh,
he was
he didn't. He
musty.
didn't. That didn't
And I
stop
know
him
he
from
was
getting.
telling the truth because he said that man they had to sneak to take a shower one night.
Mm.
Now I know that to be true. Now Rico sweared on his auntie and his grandmama, which Rico would never do. But Rico said that stuff happened.
Mm.
So I'm just saying, my God today, my God today. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, y'all. But I didn't know all of this stuff. I'm just saying, honest roll, going back to roll, honest roll. I would rather for you to just deal with people in Virginia and them people who in Detroit who keep on promising you stuff and then they be leaving you in these expensive cities. I mean, let them pick like Knoxville or somewhere where it's cheap. Baby, these people, these hotels, you got to actually pay the parking. I mean, come on, honest. Uh, um, Rico was pretty upset, and I heard that. And then did you see Wiley today on King Roman's channel? You probably didn't see it. And the only
Nah.
reason I went over there, okay, so the only reason I went over there is because somebody said you need to see Wiley. And child, when I tell you Wiley started getting emotional, you start breaking down, you start crying, talking about it was for the patients, and then he went from emotional to messy, and then he started talking about my trip about the $55, being Wiley. But again, nobody asked him why he was in Vegas. And he kept on
Did
talking
he
about
have
he
a
had this.
breakdown?
And then he kept on talking about
Yeah,
this
he
producer
had
and
a
all.
nervous breakdown.
He's acting really off. But then he's talking about this producer, and I'm like, you got a producer, but they couldn't keep you from being homeless.
No, he is. Yeah, he had a whole real breakdown. They was looking for family members was trying to they had to find somebody to offer him a place to stay because he was just somewhere floating around between bus station to bus station, baby, hitchhike to hitchhike. So from what I hear,
Well, if
he was
he
pretty
would
much
stay out of those
scared,
casinos, he would
scared
have some
row.
money.
Yeah, I heard he was on Skid Row. But I mean, I'm glad to see
But
that
this is
he
the
doing
thing,
better.
though. I'm glad that he's doing better. But if you're in that position, do you think that you should be trying to attack folks? But I guess when you need
No,
that money,
But y'all, he's
like,
not taking his meds. He chooses not to take his meds. And that's why mental health is so important. If you're supposed to take your meds every day. Don't be sitting out here subjecting people to I call it nonsense because it can be avoided.
mm-hmm. All I know is if it come down to you not having nowhere to lay your head, literally, you might want to, do something else. And then I love the library too much to destroy, baby. I love my public library. I don't care how much I got to buy a book, Kindle. I got all these devices and apparatus. I just love me a nasty piece of going to the library at heart. So I would never be destroy it and
Yes.
take those and disgrace words of Nobel Peace Prize
well,
writers. I would.
Right. They tried to keep us from reading back in the day. Like people, they just, I don't know.
well, it
And
seems like
then,
Wiley ain't the only one who homeless. It seems like that somebody who was supposed to get a bicycle is acting crazy too. I'm telling you, people got
Oh
some nerve.
God. Whew.
Baby! They said they were gonna buy the bicycle for the person, but she said she want the money.
I would too stop earning income and just go to Broward County and just live my life like it's golden and have sons out, buns out. But the last time I checked, men don't work, men don't fucking eat. So it amazes me people want to be
amen.
lap of luxury, but ain't providing no
Child,
luxury.
please. A man don't work and don't, be set that he will eat. Long as you got these people. I'm just saying. What's up, Scorpio? What's up, Peach? And like I said, people giving these folk money. I just think it's really interesting, but you can't tell people where to spend their money. But I tell you what, I wouldn't have given them one dime. And like I said, when I give money, it's because I'm led to give it. And that's it. Now, I've given somebody some money, and because I'm very careful. And I tell people what it's for. I tell people what it's for now. I just don't give people money just to give them money because now these people will try to say that you giving them money so you can get with them. So I say giving money, hospital, or giving money, transportation to a funeral. Okay, I be putting it in there because see when people read it,
Hmm. May I ask Miss TMO a question?
okay, go
Plus,
ahead.
they try to make donating a drag too. These ungrateful motherfuckers try to use you donating as a drag against you. And I be like, bitch, you ain't gotta tell me twice. The bank is closed. What's going on, Tulsa?
Hi, TMO. I'm Queen Tulsa. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. So I saw you on the panel over at Shakim's, and there
Oh
was,
yeah.
am I right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had to come over
So
here to
Okay. So over there on that panel, the money situation, how do you genuinely feel about that whole situation? The lady gave him money. She wanted it back because it was for the DC. He used it for Vegas. And he's bragged about it even more that his trip to Vegas, the ticket would only be $76. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, well, as far as the woman, people keep saying, "Oh, it's just $100, $100." People love saying that when they it ain't they $100. It always is that little $100 when it ain't your little $100. I don't care if the $100 is little or obese. I want my money back. And if that was an agreement that you had, like she said, yeah. And I told you I can't what I think it hit for, but I mean the shit was entertaining. I didn't think it was that serious. I wasn't one of the people telling her to go home. I was asking her, can she take us on a field trip? She was supposed to take us over there on Bree, but when she came back, we had been gone because Bree was with the shits too. But everybody on Pazar was trying to have a heart the last minute, so I just got quiet. I didn't say don't go. I just shut up and then add to it. But I'm like, if these fools want to perform, goddamn, give him a stage. That's how I feel. I believe it's something in that. I don't care what Shakim says, something going on with the situation. It was weird because you was outside. Then this fool gets on and he comes outside, and we like. I mean, I'm like nervous, like, oh Lord, we gonna be complicit to a darn crime. But it was weird. And then when we said, okay, why you leave? He outside. She said, I didn't leave. She turned on hers, but for some reason they didn't share outsides. So then I'm like, I don't know. But I think on if it's a regular thing, just the principle, you can't tell nobody how to feel about their money. But also you have to kind of see that indicators indicate. If he didn't pay the last motherfucker back, he wasn't gonna pay you back. That's all.
And can I say something? Why are these people sending him the money to get to her? Didn't you send her the money?
Yeah, I thought that was strange.
These people playing, honey. Let me tell you something. Baby, if this ain't the most bizarro land mess I've ever seen, but again, I really can't speak to him because I have never dealt with him on that level. When he tried to come to my platform, he was just shut down. I didn't let him on my platform, period. So the only reason I'm talking about him now is because I'm hearing about the chaos he's causing with these people. But I just think it's interesting. And it seems like this man can lie without winking an eye, blinking an eye.
But you know what? Our loyalty is to our supporters. And I think that's where we draw the line. And that's where our boundary is because we're not interested in fooling our supporters that are giving their hard earned cash to create a piece of happiness and a memory that they can not only give us, but come along with. And I think that, for people that may want to do this, people might scratch their heads. But I feel like giving back the money would have been the right thing to do.
Well, Shakim is never going to get that money back, Dr. LaShawn Root Brown. And if the people think that they're going to give the money to Shakim to give back to that woman, Shakim is greedy. He's not going to give that money back. I mean, he's not going to give that money back because anything that's going to take away from him, he's not going to give back. So that lady going to have to wait for that money. She ain't getting that money back. She can just go ahead and use that as a whole tax write-off because she ain't getting that money back. And that's on the real.
But you know what?
And I think it's crazy that people are giving Shakim the money to give her back. That's not going to happen. I mean, the man has shown himself that he's not going to do right, period. Yeah, so the man already done said he wasn't going to get the money back. He's not giving it back when they working together. Well, Diva, if you think they working together, I don't know. I just don't understand this. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't know, but I don't know, babe. I don't know. I don't know. If people have a sad story and then people start giving to them, but we knew what this dude was before he even started asking for the money. People knew his game already, and we just act like we don't know the game. And so I thought it was like, why would you give this man money anyhow? Because he's already proven himself. The road thing was enough for me. Hold on for y'all. I'm trying to change these colors. Come on, give me a good color now. Hold on. Let me get a good light. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm going to have to do these lights again. Come on, give me a bright light. Okay, y'all keep on talking, Lord, while I'm trying to work my lights.
Well, Miss
Okay.
CMO, I would like for you to elaborate on your encounter with a guy that come up with you. Because, I want to know where you were and like if you can explain a little bit about that.
I was with what? Where I was where?
When the guy had come up, like do y'all have the rampage guy? Do y'all have history?
Yeah, Rampage. No, that's the thing. Until I got to Shaquille said in the back chat, I had no idea who he's even connected to over here. Because I was like, what you were saying to me is stuff for somebody who knows who I am, or like, and even have to know old stuff. Because the way I'm presenting to you right now, you wouldn't even know some of the stuff you're saying, especially about weight and all that stuff. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm confused because I don't know who you are. So then when I got what he said, and then I start linking things together from that whole life. I was like, I felt the energy. I'm like, oh, so this is what I'm talking about. Like I be minding my own business, but y'all people want to say I'm hysterical and I be making up stuff. I've proven to y'all people be stalking me. I've proven to y'all folks be trying to make me look crazy, and it's like they want to see me melt down and give y'all a show, but we never gonna get to the root of y'all motherfuckers foul and playing games with this lady. Like I've been having such a good time, but everybody's been asking and begging people to check me. How y'all letting her get away with coming back here without being checked? What's her punishment? Is this all going to happen? So I've even asked the subs to recommend levels of punishment, but no one has seemed to even do that because I'm just curious what was supposed to happen when I was checked and what was I supposed to be doing while I'm being checked. So, but people, everybody been all cool and this look cool. So if I go off about it and I have my channel still, y'all will be like, what the hell is she talking about?
So listen,
Nobody's
right there in
even
that
checking
moment,
her.
right there in that moment, you said that there something should be done. What do you feel like should be done in that moment? How can we show
No,
up?
I did. I did. And they said something should be done about me. And I'm saying, well, what should be done? So this is
Oh,
I'm circling back to how it's relating to Rampage. So I
okay,
didn't
okay.
know. I was wondering how he knew me. Like it's sounding because you're getting very personal with the stuff off top. You came up with aggression. I didn't understand it because I don't know all these characters. So that's why sometimes when we talk about how we need to get rid of Shakim and people like that, y'all you have to realize these people that come with them. I don't support them. I know how people treat me. If you don't, and I get what you're saying, it's a bigger cause of the cancer, not the. But everybody they associate with them, I don't know and don't like. He's a prime example. I seriously did not know who that bitch ass nigga was. I just sensed the aggression and sensed that he didn't like me and had really got a good view of me. And then I didn't realize how deep it went till I listened to what he actually said. So I had to give him what he was asking for, but it seems like he was sent.
Can I say something?
Right.
Um, yes, people are making excuses for him, and it should be. That lady knows where he lives, which is really interesting as well.
Oh,
How did
this
the
is
house look?
cool.
Girl, how did the house look though? Did
We
the
had
house
already
look
had
good?
the house was already doxed anyway. He had been seeing his house. He
I
showed
ain't
his
never seen
he
it.
took his trash
Well,
out.
DX just went live and said that he was calling the police if he had left, and that he was going down to the Greyhound, and then he was going to have all these extra equipment on him that was illegal. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
lot going
ZX is
on.
not playing no games. Like he is. I don't know what happened to them while I was gone, but I don't know how I got this aggressive. He
He
went to talk to
said
him
that
yesterday.
Shakim went after his mother,
Yeah.
What?
disturbed his
Yeah,
mother.
that's right. That's right. He said he put his mom up, and it seems like that's the new thing. When you put people mamas up, baby, it gets real deep. It gets real dark real quickly.
Yeah.
So so yeah. So again, somebody put somebody mama up. So yeah. Somebody said that guy is a complete loser. He might have squirreled his way around here, but he's not beef sector. I'm gonna start making up t-shirts and give them to the people that are not beef sector. Dr. Brown, none was impressed with that for real. And it's kind of doxing without giving his address, just stating he lives where he lives. Mama's always been fighting words. That's it. But you all, this is the whole thing. I'm looking at a lot of these people, and I said this morning. I know people go through hard times. I really do. But what decisions do you make? I'm looking at these people, and like I said, I know Wiley was coming for me, but you taking a whole Greyhound and had to beg for it just to get to Las Vegas. And here you are with all of these big YouTube content creators, and you still don't have anything to show for it. And I'm like, I'm scratching my head with you, and then and all these folk coming for me, and I'm sitting here just like I'm chilling. Baby, the air conditioning is still on. The lights ain't never been cut off. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so I'm like, Ness. Ness is saying people don't know what's on the inside and what's really going on. So that's what I say to a lot of people. Folk don't really know what's going on. And I'm not obligated to give you that. I'm really not. And I just think that is really sad. They dig into the background and dox the OGs who planted Shakim here because, well, I don't know who that man is. And I know that some of the people who came have left, but I do think that a lot of these people are working behind the scenes. I do think that people are doing this Donald Trump thing. Let me say this, and it is political, but it makes sense. I was watching Rachel Maddow, and then I went and I started reading the article in Rolling Stone about how Trump have all of these people set up so if he loses the race, that he can really shift some things. And this is why people are saying that people really need to go out and vote in droves. So there's no question that Harris, if she wins, won the election. That's electoral college and popular vote. And what I'm trying to say is, I think these people sit around and really try and plan plays to get people hooked in, to get people's money, to do all of these things. And whereas the beef sector was outer, where we would just roast and gag and go about our business, these people are a little bit more diabolical. And they really work with groups of people. And the sad part about it is, on Mad Day, all of it's going to come out. A lot of stuff is coming out now about how people have talked about behind people's back like dogs and really didn't like them. And we're finding this out about things now. And I just, I think it's really interesting that people do this. And I've always said this. If you talk to somebody on the phone, what you say on that phone, you should have already said on YouTube, or you gonna say it on YouTube, or people already know. Nothing should be a surprise when people on Mad Day put something out. And that's how I feel about it. Prime example. I am not going to tell the Miss O something about Treasure Lane. And then the next thing you know, I'm looking crazy because I done said this about Treasure Lane. First of all, I ain't talking about people, the other folk. That's number one. And if I am talking about you, it's because I've already felt that way. And there's no secret about it. So if I'm saying, and let me give you a prime example how I won't talk about people. I never forget when somebody asked me about Tim Blaine, and I'm like, I really don't hate that man. I just don't have a problem with him. And I said, this is the problem he had with me. And that's what the person had to say. Because at the end of the day, I don't know. But all of this behind the scene talking and stuff, and if I done said something about somebody, I done said it on YouTube already. So it's not going to come as a surprise to me. As soon as I saw him, saw all that channel, hoping my Central Florida spider senses came out. Oh, Diva, I didn't know you was there. Diva, I didn't know you in Central Florida. There's a lot of Central Florida people. My God, today. The Miss O, how you doing? How are you doing, D Miss O? It seems like either, but see, D Miss O, people either hate you or like you.
No, they all hate me. They said nobody.
No. Because if I hated you, you wouldn't be on the platform. Now, let me say this. Now, my thing is, I don't hate nobody, D Miss O. Now, we may have a falling out, and I might not speak to you for a while, but I don't hate nobody. But D Miss O, I'm going to say this. You can't please all the people all the time. They're either going to like you or they're going to hate you. Girl, don't tell me you went to Orlando Jones. Did you go to Evans? Did you go to Jones? Did you go to Colonial? Did you go to Oak Ridge? Or did you go to Dr. Phillips High? Which one you went to? Talking about you from what? Which one you went to? All right, now let me find out you went to Orlando Jones. Anyway, I'm sorry, but somebody said they was born and raised. They said they were born and raised. Oh, somebody put something in the back chat. Yeah. Go ahead, D Miss O.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't have no channel.
Girl, don't mess with Jones High. Don't mess with Jones High, baby. Come on, Jones. Okay, so Jones High is a predominantly black school. It was the black school, and it's one of the surviving black schools in Florida, like Blanche, Ely, and Dillard. So those are some of the surviving black schools. But Jones High School, yes, they have a good band. So, and they have a good concert choir too, and a good football team.
Profile pic, Diva Styles. That's a nice profile pic. She giving it to the girls.
Yes, she is, because she's from the area where the trigger is on the gun. Come on now, don't mess with us.
Oh, sure, okay. I know about y'all Florida criminals.
Well, we got some of those too. Lord knows we do. But
Lord knows. You know.
that's why we in Florida know how to handle stuff. That's why we don't get too surprised over too many things.
Do
Because
you? Do you know how to
we,
handle stuff?
baby, we done seen it all.
Mm, maybe.
Well, anyway, these demons. Oh, anyway, these Miss O. Don't mess with my steak, these Miss O. Now, come on, now, these Miss O. Don't be messing
Oh,
with
you
my
know,
steak.
I love me some nasty piece of swamp now. You know, some of my best people I like on here come from the state of Florida, but I
Come on
mean, you
now.
know,
Well, we got every little thing in Florida. We got every little thing in Florida. We got crazy, we got classy, we got criminal, we got country, we got it all. We got it all. So, but you know, Demas O, I think that the sector is gonna get where it needs to be. You know, it's a cyclical thing. You have your ebbs and flows. I just see how people are playing for. And somebody mentioned my name of scamming people out of money. I've never scammed anybody out of money. I've always been upfront for the cash app parties. When people gave to me because I went to Vegas, I've always been upfront. If I'm gonna go to the
oh, I
store,
saw
I'm
Sean
going to the store.
Bradley called you him. I
Yeah.
saw Sean Bradley talking stuff, giving you a nasty little piece of read when I came back. I wonder
Wait,
that
wait, wait,
they
wait,
had
wait.
good.
I don't even watch him. What did he say, baby? I don't even watch him.
Well, I don't watch him either. He had a post that was just forwarded. He would whenever you announced your trip, he was just talking about how, you know, if that was really professional, you always have a backup plan. No monkey don't stop no show, and that business
Oh
goes
no, no,
on.
no,
And
no. You know what that's about. That you know what that's about. Please, please, please. He should have had a backup plan for that foreclosed home, both of them. So please don't tell me about that. Please, please, please,
no, they just went
please.
into the chatter that they've had about accusing you of something. I'll be like, Jay Wilson ain't never been accused of by taking nobody's money now. Like,
Mm-mm.
he might say his coins is what keep him here, but he upfront about that. Now, I ain't never heard him being accused without doing nothing shady. And things cost. I've never been in nothing worthwhile where there's not some kind of like cost in it.
Well, all I'm gonna say is we returned the people's money. Number one. And when Vivian said she wasn't going, some in my spirit say, you know what, you could go meet the people. I'm like, nope. Some in my spirit said no. And I listen to the spirit. I don't care what these people got to say because the spirit will never lead you wrong. I'm telling you, people will lead you wrong, but the spirit won't lead you wrong. And this is why the spirit, let me tell you, I ain't playing. When ZT was looking for me like a scavenger hunt, honey, I look. I was reminded of the Bible scripture about the three wise men. Go another way. And I went another way. Baby, he thought I was at that hotel. We was already at the airport getting ready to catch the plane. And then he wanted to turn it around talking about somebody was scared of him. No. Just didn't want to meet you. For what?
I
Why would
told
I meet
Ro,
him? Go ahead. You
I
told
told
Ro?
I was telling Rhoda that same type of thing, and maybe because you know that's why. I mean, hey, you might want to pay attention to signs. I mean, nothing to get shocked, but
Ro,
everything I
pay
said, but
attention to the stars, Ro. This is your second time. And for some
right.
reason, something always comes up where you can't meet this person. That may be a sign, Ro. Ro, you may be saving yourself from something, Ro.
But
Ro,
yeah, so yes,
go
meet
another
that.
way. That's touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, go another
Maybe
way.
go
Baby,
another way.
baby, it may not be the road to Vegas, honey. It may be the road to Gatlinburg. Okay, it may be the road to
Hey, he know I meet him there with my boots on, baby. Honey, he know he say a word. I was looking, Ro and the Miss So take over Durham Smokies, baby.
now, Demas O. I might be getting in contact with you because you know I love me a nasty piece of roller coaster, and baby, they say they got that roller coaster down there at the Dollywood.
Hollywood, yeah. My daughter want to go
Mhm.
ride that.
So
It's
I
like
may want to. I may find myself at that amusement park, and now that Cedar Fair has taken over Six Flags, oh, it's really on now because I can go to Cedar Park in Sandusky, Cedar Point rather, in Sandusky, Ohio.
Ohio, yeah.
So don't sleep on it. But
Oh,
row your boat gently down the stream. Row. Demas Word, Demas O done spoke a word to you.
Don't
It
go
may
chasing
not be.
waterfalls.
It may not stay to the rivers in the screams, not the streams, but the screams that you're used to. Roll, you're moving too fast. And I'm telling you, this is the second time. This is the roll. This is the second time.
I mean, he got on the plane, got on the tarmac, sit there for an hour, and was told to leave, and all of that. And I'm like, come on. I said, the devil might got him there, baby, but the Lord was stopping it from takeoff. I was like, I don't know. That's some kind of superpower stuff. You
But
even,
that's
what are
crazy
your
though.
chances?
So Miss O, they said the man was on the plane.
Right. And what's the chances? He didn't have the money to fly, but he got some supporter who wanted to not disappoint Ro again, that he was already had the bus ticket bought even before Z's call. He started looking for flights. They had no money. All of a sudden somebody came with the money, gave him $800 to spend, took him to the airport because they wanted to make sure he got there, and that wouldn't hurt the chances of Ro being disappointed. And he still didn't make it out there.
Ro, that's a sign, Ro. That's a sign. I wish she was on today. I would tell Ro, that's a sign, Ro.
Oh,
Ro,
I can
that's
get
a sign.
Ro. Hold on, I get Ro. Go ahead. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a sign, Ro. That's a sign. Ooh, that's a sign. And I'm just tired of Ro. I mean, these ain't cheap
Yeah, we
things.
wanted to. We want to see you happy. Like we tired of like these crash dummy like encounters or events. Like
Ro, hey, Ro. So, Ro, I'm gonna be in Virginia, and mm, and maybe I can, introduce you to some people. Got jobs, work. You know what I'm saying? Have a social life. They may be closer to you than Detroit. Norfolk, Newport News, Hampton, Virginia Beach, Suffolk, Portsmouth, Surrey County, Smithfield. Okay,
come on
Yorktown,
now.
Richmond. Okay, Ro. Okay, you want them religious? You do okay? You want them working religious? You know, Ro. Just because Ro, I just I don't know, Ro. I don't, Ro. You just Ro. Why you want somebody who don't got nothing? Bro, this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get, Tulsa. That's what get me, Tulsa.
You
I
know
mean,
what? But we can't give up on him, and that's why we
I
have him.
can't. Ooh, I
Because
can't. I
it's
can't.
like, and he's gonna see it. He know who's genuine. We're just here to help
Oh,
him. And
coming, Pastor. He coming.
Bro, what
okay,
you
good.
doing? Oh my God, it just hurt my heart. It
Yeah, because he's
it
such a
hurt
good
it.
person, and to be
It
jerked
hurted my
around like
heart.
that.
And Ro, you seem like a good person. I don't know, Ro, because I mean, I don't know, Ro. I really think that Ro has not been socially active, and he may be a little socially awkward. Maybe he's afraid to
That's my
approach people.
friend now. Tread lightly.
No, this is real. This is real. This ain't no read because again, this man literally lies. He doesn't have anything. Do you think this is gonna end well? Do you think that and that's what I'm trying to say. And so you can't see that. You can't see that. And it ain't even a tread lightly, D Miss O. Come on, D Miss O. I mean, did you marry a bomb? Did you
No,
marry
I was
somebody
just,
who could
I
supply for you? I mean, I'm
with
just saying, did you marry somebody who couldn't
no, and I had a similar conversation with Robert. No, I wouldn't
okay,
because
but
that
see, that's
wouldn't
what
make
I'm saying. I'm telling
right.
you, that's what I'm saying, D Miss O. Because if you don't want that for yourself, then why would you want it for Ro? And I know you don't want it for Ro.
No,
Mm, okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all
I
I'm
want him
saying.
to have fun though, and when he was having fun, I
I
left it
want him to
alone.
have fun, but
One
then with
way
that
or
fun, is that
another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you.
Oh,
that's the whole thing. I want you to have fun, but I don't want you to have to pay for it in the end. Because it seems like all of the fun he getting, he paying for.
Well, he put down boundaries yesterday, and he's
What?
done.
Yeah, did he put down boundaries in LA? God, did he put down boundaries in LA? He told me he had put that boundaries down in LA. See, this Demons O, not only are we enabling Shakim, but we enabling Roe. I think we enabling these men. Now, again, it ain't none of my business, but I'm just tired. But you putting it on YouTube, and you sitting there, and it's almost like the little boy waiting for his daddy to come play baseball, and the daddy don't ever come, and it's taking a part of you away. It's eroding a part of you, and that's all I'm saying. I mean, you only have one time to do that to me, and it's like, what the hell? And you better not show up late, cause I leave. You gotta have some. You gotta have
I
some
mean,
good
I
up and
told
go
him about
about
LA
yourself.
what happened too, but when he said, like, we got in, we talked about, I said, well, now I said, I love to Kim and all that. This was early on. I was like, but now, bro, because he had the tickets. I was like, they giving out tickets like candy to that BT experience, like to get people to feel see. I seen something on Instagram. You could go on and BT was looking people, just anybody could have got a ticket. So I knew he'd be okay there, but I had some concerns. But then when I heard him calling him Kim and stuff like that, I said, oh, okay, y'all done built some kind of thing except for me. Then y'all on the phone every day, and I'm gonna step away because Ro is a grown man, and obviously he got this. I was like, I did what I needed to say. I
It's
wanted.
giving Natasha, honey. It's giving very much Natasha, except it's domestic and not international. Okay, baby, this is giving very much Natasha. I mean, come on.
But they both,
Ooh.
they both say that there's nothing that crossed the lines there. And I do think that Ro is just, he is, he said he was looking for, he thought he was a cool dude. He wanted to have a friendship. And I think that hurt his feeling more than anything, because he didn't feel like he did anything. Because yesterday he did not, the other day he did not say anything. Like, Lemon was talking over him and like, ooh, y'all gonna share a room. I mean, just being frat boys like that. And poor honest Ro didn't even say nothing before Shaquille started cussing him out. And it was like he was just
And the
holding
man
him up.
cussed you out. Now, look, Shakim Rowe has been talking about this thing for a while. And then all of a sudden, now Shakim get a little upset about it. Well, you should have stopped that and nipped that in the bud when
Right.
it happened. Baby, these
That's
people
why
playing
I said
games.
to him. I told him that too. I was like, Shakim, you're not being fair. I said, because y'all was just turning up with each other on Teleport Tuesday, and then you saying he talking to your ops. He can't keep. We all can't keep up when y'all ops. That's not fair to do that to Honest Row when he talking to the same people he knew before you. Remember how people try to
Chad.
get territorial about me coming over here visiting with you? These people be forgetting that these people knew people before they knew you.
Okay, and this is what gets me. Now he trying to suck up the Demons. Oh, suck up Demons. Oh, baby, I knew Demons. Oh, when Demons O came up out of here. Again, it just really amazes me because somebody come and talk to somebody you don't like, then you got problems with. Are you serious? I mean, some of my ushers usher for folk who I don't even like, but I don't even tell my ushers where to go. As long as you treat me in my room and platform with respect, then we don't have no problem. I mean, but that's the whole thing. A lot of people be trying to low key control people, and that's it. Demons, oh, I'm sure you're cool with people who are not cool with me, but do you ever hear me talking about it?
No.
Absolutely not. Stupid to me. That's how I feel. I feel it's stupid. So I just think that's a lot, and there's a lot going on. Ro got a good talk game. You see how he had Brian.
Listen here.
Uh,
I feel like Sheffy is trying to be prepared. That's why she wants that box of condoms so she don't have to wait 45 minutes for a date.
well, don't
Okay.
Sheffy have a sponsor? Can't the sponsor get them condoms for you, Sheffy? I mean, if people can get bicycles, I know you can get some condoms.
Listen, she's trying to get straight to the point, Pastor.
Surely she can buy her own condoms. They done bought everything else, including the drawers. You can't buy no
Okay,
condoms.
girl,
Or
not the
make
drug.
that dusty Negro come with his own. The man supposed to come with him.
Well, if y'all don't buy the condoms, then y'all gonna take care of the baby. Hello.
Well, Sheffy, I think she a little past that. I think she a little past that phase. I think she's a little past that baby having phase right now. I think she done had her personal.
Like
I think Sheffy done had her personal summer.
she just looked like that because of the moo. She really younger.
Oh, really? Somebody said she better go to the public clinic, to the clinic. And I'm sure they got plenty of clinics in Las Vegas.
And the
Well,
sky.
per her request, she wants XXXL magnums.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Good
much
luck
at this
finding
point.
somebody. I hope they fit them, child. Go find. Good luck trying to find a pen to
Chevy
fit.
talking
Well,
about some of the
no,
baby registry
it's
coming
not.
soon.
It's
See,
not
Chevy,
for what we think it is.
this is
Hold
why
on,
people don't
y'all.
be bothering with you, Chevy. This is
No,
why
it's
people
not.
don't be messing with you because
I'm
you
gonna
be doing the
explain.
most.
I got the tea. It's not for what it's used for. It's for their arms. She wants to get fisted on this trip.
Oh Lord,
Hmm.
child.
Oh my! I've been
I'm
preparing
gonna leave
it
that
before.
alone. Girl, I'm gonna leave that
Oh,
alone. Y'all stunning, y'all shocking these people. We all have hopes and dreams. Come on, Diva Styles. Y'all doing the most. Y'all doing the most over here. Now, I don't
they
know if
do
somebody
it.
got I don't know if
You ain't.
somebody got Rico, but Rico, people said that you like Boo Boo and Pee Pee. I don't know if that's true, Rico, but the girls are saying you like Boo Boo and Pee Pee over here. Okay, this is honest roll, baby. They just said the
No,
people.
it's turds.
Okay, okay. Hold on, honest. Is this honest roll?
Yes. Hey, how are you doing, Pastor?
Oh,
Hey
hey, honest
there.
roll. How you doing, honest roll? What are
I'm
you
doing
doing,
okay.
honest roll? That's not that. That's the better question. What are you doing, honest roll?
Pastor, you know what? Right now, I'm really not doing too much. Just gathering some things at home.
Okay, honest
Yeah.
roll. What do you think about this man now, honest roll? This is the second time that this man is doing something, and honest roll. We were sitting here talking about it. And I a scripture came with the wise men, and they was gonna go to hear it, but the spirit said go another way. And then somebody said, well, maybe this is God trying to say, honest bro, you might need to go another way because this might not be what you need in your life right now, honest bro. And what do you think? Because they said the man was on the plane, honest bro, but somehow he didn't get to DC. Honest bro, what you think?
Yeah. Well, Pastor, I had every bit of intention of us meeting for the Rock Him concert, and somehow down the line it didn't happen, and
Well,
I guess
now,
it was
honestly,
just
I got
not
a
meant for
question. With
him
all
to
of these
to go anywhere.
concerts being canceled, don't you think somebody's gonna get a lawsuit? Because it seems like there's more concerts canceled than concerts performed. What you think about that?
Well, see, the thing
Not
about it,
that crazy.
this concert wasn't canceled. It was all human error. Um, and it was basically because I feel that I don't know. It's a lot of
I'll help you
certain games
out.
are
I'll
being
help you
played.
out. Past the contracts aren't, this is more like a volunteer, type of situation. It's not like a contractual agreement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So on this row, what okay, so if you would have met Shakim, what would have been your plans? Y'all was just gonna talk and that was it. I mean, what are you hoping for? What is your end game for this? Because it seemed like the more you and Shakim try to get together, it seemed like just something is not allowing it to happen, honest bro.
Well, see, the thing about it, though, Pastor, like now everything is done. Like I'm no longer associated with anything with Shakim, and it is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and be disrespected, as well as someone telling me um about ops and everything, while you talk and you lollygag with these ops, these are supposed ops, um day after day, and then when I start to associate myself with someone that you are 1 minute cool with, then 1 minute you're not, and then you all of a sudden want to let it be known that it's a problem when it's right there where we are supposed to be meeting up, and you're not telling me prior to that hold on, I'm not comfortable with you going over talking with Lemon like that because he's my op. None of that was told to me. You're going to tell me that on the day right before, well, hours, not even that, hours before this supposed meetup. So already you telling me something, and being that you the one who told me that you cared about me, it shows that it was a complete lie because you basically said you didn't give a F
Ro,
about
okay,
me.
hold on. Right
So
in that
it's all
moment,
done.
Ro, right in that moment when he told you that he loved you, how did that
No,
make you
not love,
feel?
not love, not love, not love. No, I just said he said he cared for me. That was what was
He cared
said.
for you.
He
But
said
how did
he
that
cared
make
for
you
me and he cared
feel?
for Lady Dimples, huh?
Listen, but how does that
As
make
a
you
friend,
feel?
as a friend, huh?
But in that
But
moment,
see, y'all, but see, please, Queen Tosa, please don't make this a love story. It's not a love story.
Well, wait a minute.
It's a story
Wait
of
a minute.
friends. It's a friend story, Queen
Well, I
Tosa. I
ain't
don't.
gonna have
So
friends
please,
that don't
let's
never
keep it
twice
there.
at the damn airport. And so come on now, roll. Okay, roll. Okay, roll. Because again, a friend lead to what, bro? I mean, telling you, bro. I mean, damn. This is the second time, and then, ooh, okay, bro. Go ahead.
Pastor, but you can
Don't tell it, bro.
Pastor, now you know of all folks, you know you can have friends. You say you have straight male friends too, right?
But they don't
So
meet me at
we
the
can have
airport.
that too.
They got person up to call me to say, hey, and they'll let me know weeks ahead of time, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. So I don't have friends like that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
that's
it
the
was
whole
definitely
thing,
poor
bro.
planning. Yeah, it was on his behalf. It was poor planning because we had already talked about things, discussed things. That's why I was saying that it
But did
looked
he tell
definitely like
you?
a
Did
play.
he tell you
It looked like a
change
play.
your flight, role though? Because that's the that's still the discrepancy. Even I just talked to him. Like he said, you said that he didn't know nothing about the Sunday, but then they pulled up the ticket and he was coming Saturday. I guess he was just saying Sunday for some reason or wanting to, because the ticket did say he was getting that Saturday when they showed the ticket receipt because we had the receipt.
Yes, Saturday. That's why, you know what I'm saying, when I was on Lemons, I was totally off guard because right there, you know, I'm like, you're ready to I already know what you're about. You're a Queen Tulsa. You know, it's like it's promotion for you. So it's just like you
Mhm.
know, you know when he told YouTube first, he told YouTube, I'll see you DC, I'll see you on Sunday. So right there, you know, you just trying to I don't know, get your ride back home, basically, or something. You probably trying to get, you know, because you know he said, you know, he got in his head that soon as he gets somewhere and he identifies, you know, this is proof for him, proof I'm here. Start giving me money. Start giving me money so I can get back home because guess what? I'm providing the folks with entertainment, and I'm not down on any of that because I'm like,
Well, at
no, I'm
least
a
I
content
mean,
creator
you
because
know
I
what?
want to be a
I
content
mean, you
creator.
can't say nothing to the people doing it and it work because I mean, they not being led, they not being misled, they just wanting to be a
I-
part of things. So if he can get
Hopefully
it,
it works.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do it like that, but
Yeah, that's a risk. I mean, hopefully it works. Oh, I
Well,
mean,
bro,
maybe. I mean, because some people were saying they didn't even care about me and him going to DC. They said I don't give a damn about seeing no row and shock him in DC. Because it was a trip among friends. That's what it was supposed to have been.
so, Ro, how do you feel now, though? Because, Ro, let me say this, and see, this is the thing. This is how, I mean,
going in.
Mother Treasure Lane was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you. And Ro, you was just and then this is the thing, Ro. A lot of people feel like he gonna come right back again and y'all gonna be friends because even though
Well,
you said you're putting your foot down, a lot of folks say y'all gonna be friends because he gonna, shimmy in front of you again and then it'll be because that's what people are equating it to. And so, Ro, I think that's why a lot of people are so frustrated. I guess that's why, because I mean, we start off rip. I mean, when he didn't show up to that LA trip, right then and there, it was like, And then my thing is, Ro, my friends don't stand me up like this. And if they have to, they'll let me know. Let me give you a prime example. I'm not even friends with Duchess Kelly Love. But when Duchess Kelly Love came to San Antonio, I could not do the zip lining with him because I had to work, but I had already paid for it. I told Duchess Kelly Love immediately what happened. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to go. Now, Duchess had already said it's no refund for that zip lining. And then that's when we had invited that ignorant boy who thought zip lining was a bathhouse. Child, I was like, what? So he didn't know what zip lining was. But again, I made a good effort. And again, that's money out of my pocket. I was going to go. I had to let him know because of a work commitment, I was not able to go. Friends, even associates and responsible people, let people know. And I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know, bro. It just don't look good. And so when I see this happen, I think I'm more upset with you because I'm like, bro, you got supporters who have your best interest at heart. You even have content creators who have your best interest at heart. But it seems like you are so Shakim crazy. And again, I know you saying that this man is your friend, but damn, bro, I mean, really? And again, and these cities ain't cheap. You talking about LA. You know how much LA costs? And now DC, and this is what I said. The next place is gonna be Antarctica because y'all ain't gonna be going. I mean, he gonna talk about going to the Arctic Circle next. I mean, Ro, that's all I'm saying. People really had your best interest at heart, and that's what really aggravates me with you because I'm like, come on, Ro, your boys are telling you, okay, your good Judies are telling you, baby, don't do that, Ro. And again, I truly believe that if you are not meeting this person, it's a reason why you're not meeting this person.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And
well,
I mean,
Pastor,
I'm being honest. It's the reason why.
yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm, at this point, I'm okay with that. And no, I don't want any dealings with them. People may not believe it, but that is where I'm at. I've been saying it, since um everything has, was shot down, and I said, forget it.
Yeah, here you go. You
Be
roll
friends
with
with
a
somebody
job,
else,
bro. You
because
got a
I don't need that.
job,
I don't need
and
that
you
type of
got a
friendship.
job with
Yeah.
insurance and stuff. And then you dealing with somebody who you truly believe that they were only doing this to say, I made it. Now, can y'all give me some money to get back? I mean, bro, he just swindled a woman out of $100. So if he don't do that
Allegedly.
to the women, you know he don't give a damn about the men. He's an equal opportunity scammer, period. So, bro, like I said, you got friends. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna be coming down to the Hampton Roads area, and I'm gonna hook you up, bro. I'm gonna hook you up with somebody who good, who got a job, bro. Okay. So, look, bro, I'm gonna be down in the Hampton Roads. Okay, bro.
When are
Okay,
you coming, Pastor?
baby. Homecoming. So it'll probably be in
Oh,
October.
okay.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be.
that's plenty of time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the Hampton
Okay.
Roads, bro. And again, bro, I'm not gonna be talking about you and stuff. We gonna hopefully we gonna make a real love connection. Okay, no Simons and people like that. I'm talking about people. If we can't find you a college man with old nasty piece of job, we'll find you a nasty piece of military man. At least you can get some military benefits or something. Okay, I'm just tired of these broke people. Just broke, and more broke. Okay, don't have no car, don't have no house. They living with people and stuff, bro. That ain't you, bro. You better than that, bro. You work for your own self. I mean, you work your own self, bro. You got your own place. Okay,
Okay, Pastor.
I
Yeah,
mean, get
I
somebody who at
definitely
least have
understand.
equal as you got a little bit more. Child, you don't need no
Yeah.
friends. You always got to be paying for. You know my nerves sometimes, bro. You be getting on my nerves.
But
You really be
Pastor,
getting
see,
on my
this is the thing,
nerves.
yo. This is the thing that people also may not be seeing. I mean, is that this trip? He had planned this trip all, specifically for me. Like where he was supposed to pay for everything. Really, that was what it was. Um, I don't know. He may say differently, but that's exactly what was said. Because he felt bad about the whole thing that happened with California, and that's why he was like, "Hey, this trip right here is on me," as a friend. But I mean, you see people's true colors. I saw true colors for what it was.
Mm.
Um, the lies came pouring through, and I'm done with that. I'm done with it because it's not. When somebody is so obsessed with gaining traction to their channel as well as themselves. They
But
aren't
bro,
they
you
they
really
aren't
like
looking
this
for a
man.
friendship,
You
or they're
really
not
like this
looking for
man, bro.
a
And the thing is, this is the thing. You wouldn't have done all of this if you didn't have some type of attraction or liking to this man, I wrote.
oh, yeah,
I mean, I ain't playing
yeah, I
you.
mean, yeah, I said I did. Yeah, I said I did, but I mean, I still felt, even with, without the attraction, I thought that we could be friends because I was in support of him. I was supporting um his channel and who he was, but sometimes it just takes us a little while to see how people
Mhm.
can be.
Well, let me
I
say this.
mean,
Stop making excuses
we
for
all
that
like
grown
different
man, bro.
people.
That man is an older man. He knows better. He's not a juvenile. That man knows better, bro. And you should know better. Listen to your buddies. Listen to these people who really got your interest at heart, bro. I'm serious. Sometimes, I guess you got to make your mistakes, bro. But sometimes you could prevent these things from happening by just listening to folk. Because, bro, I mean, that LA trip said enough to me. And then he asking people for $1,000 to get to LA to see you, bro. He was using you then. He was using you then. Now let me tell y'all about this BS thing here. And I'm gonna be real about this. It ain't no friends on YouTube. And I don't know why these people keep on telling folk they business. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't want to know your personal business, okay? And if I know that you date somebody, that is your business. Do you understand me? See, this is the problem people get into. People trusting folk that they know is untrustworthy. And then as soon as they be in mad space, then this is what happens. Y'all stop telling folk y'all life stories. Stop telling people y'all business. I can understand when we first got on YouTube because, again, it was the Wild Wild West. But, baby, here we are in 2024 going into 2025. You should know better now. We should be smart enough now to keep your business to yourself. Stop telling folk all your personal stuff, okay? And this is why I know y'all telling me about what this man was trying to do to me, and it's sad, but that's where these people are. You will never hear anybody saying that Jay Wilson was trying to find out where XYZ worked so he could dox them. I told y'all, people have given me people's information, and I'm like, no, I do not want this because that ain't the way to go. So I'm just saying, y'all. So, I mean, there's a bunch of evil up in these YouTube streets. And let me say this. Now, am I messy? Yes. But baby, it is about humor. It is about my stuff ain't vitriolic. It don't come with no hate. These people are really, really trying to ruin people's lives. They have a darkness within them. And this is why I don't be watching these folks, because that darkness is ugly. Do you hear me? ZT recorded Rick Reed conversation. Rick not gonna like that. And then y'all wanted me to meet him. See, Ro, you got to go another way. Because again, I was in Las Vegas. It is no way in hell I wanted to meet ZT. Anybody who can't keep clean nails, okay, I want to meet him. Okay, and so like I said, Ro, you don't want to meet everybody. Everybody ain't for you to meet, Ro. I mean, really, you got to be selective who you meet on these YouTube streets. I want you to pray about meeting me. Do you understand me? And if you say, Jay Wilson, I don't want to meet you, I'm not going to be mad about it because you got to pray about it, Ro. You just don't meet everybody. Oh my God. It's some people who I wish I would have met. But you know what? It's too late now. But baby, I know better now. You better pray. You hear me? If the Lord gives you a release, you can come on over here. But if you say the Lord say no, you better stay. Now that's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, because we living in these treacherous times, and folk ain't who what they seem, bro. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not here to be throwing folk under the bus and stuff. Now, I heard somebody say something today. I had to keep my mouth shut because they were talking about people's finances. And I just said, let me keep my mouth shut because I know something, but the spirit say no. The spirit say don't go that way. And I said, I'm not going to go that way. And I'm going to leave it alone.
I like you with Rodney. I mean, I think that would be a good hit. I feel like Rodney would really, I mean, y'all, even if y'all were just good friends and, I don't know, he seems very fun, relaxed, got a personality, independent.
Ro want a roughneck. Ro want somebody who won't probably choke him or something because it seems like Ro like that kind of stuff.
I think Ro wants somebody that's going to be nice to him,
I don't know because I don't know. What you want, bro? What you want? I'm gonna be stirring my stuff in my crock pot. What you want, bro?
Y'all, this is a little sprung on now. This is very much sprung on.
It ain't what you want, bro. Tell Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him.
Pastor, could I clear the air right quick because Ro did address me earlier. So Ro, I was rolling with you back in the Simon days. I'm rolling with you currently to this day. And I want you to know that I want the best for you. I want you to be happy in a relationship. I want you to just be happy in general, whether if it's a relationship or not. So just know that I'm always out here in the streets. I'm always going to keep the tea. And
Yeah, that's true.
I love you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, Queen Toast, I love you too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you
Okay,
know
all this is love, honey. All this love. There's so
she
much
got her
love in the
wrapped
room.
right round tight around her channel though. Her
Baby, it's so
channel
much
getting a lot of
love in this
love.
room, baby. It's thick with
Ain't
love in
nothing
this
wrong
room.
with it.
There's so much love
But
in this room. I can't even stir my crock pot stuff.
love is
Anyway,
in the air. Tell him faster.
so look, Ro, let me
But
say this. Ro, what you want, Ro? Do you want somebody? You want somebody masculine? Do you want somebody who look a little blue collarish? What you want, Ro?
well, I mean, Pastor, with the stuff that I think, I've really been through when it comes to who I want, as long as it's somebody that, we can treat each other, in a certain way. I mean, in a way of, what a good relationship is when you see one. Even if we're just in the midst of
Well, have you seen a good
just
relationship?
having some
And
fun.
have you been in one?
No, I never really been in, something where I can call a relationship. No.
Have you been around people who have had good relationships?
Kinda. Let me see.
Yeah,
Well,
hello.
with who Tulsa?
I think Tulsa trying to say her.
Right.
Oh,
6 years
yeah.
strong.
But see, yours is a mystery, Tulsa. We don't really know your guy like that, so we don't know what y'all do
It's a
between back
mystery.
closed
Okay,
doors.
Supposed to
baby.
We don't
be.
know when it's all nice and dandy
I'm
over
a
there.
lady.
You could be screaming and hollering behind closed doors,
Absolutely.
Tulsa. Is he
Well,
even real? No, I'm playing. No,
let me
but I
readjust that
think Queen Tulsa
question.
is
Have
real though.
you seen a good relationship in your presence, in not virtual, but in your area where you are, when it comes to
Um.
two same gender loving individuals?
Oh, two Saint. Um. No. No.
So that may be the issue,
No.
Ro. And maybe you need to go to some spoken word, some book clubs, and so you can see this, because I know some people right now, they've been together for 25 years and all of these things, and they've been together for a long time. And I just think that, and I'm not saying that their relationship is perfect, but you can see that it's long term. And my thing is, how do you know what you want if you've never seen it? You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like you said, you didn't like that man talking to you like that, even as a friend. So, you don't want somebody who's going to disrespect you. So I think you need to see that, Ro. And I think there's a lot of element of control. And I think because you seem like a passive individual, like you remind me on the Enneagram of the either the helper or the peacemaker. And I think you're more of a peacemaker, and you will forgo your happiness to keep peace. And with somebody like that, then you'll get somebody who crazy and will be driving you crazy just to try to keep the peace. And I think that you got to be careful with that, Ro, because I think people see that as a sign to, it's like, okay, this is a good target. And I think you got to be very careful of that. So either you the peacemaker or the helper. And I think you're more of a peacemaker. I think you will forego your own feelings to keep peace. I just really feel that. I mean, that's on the Enneagram scale, and this ain't me. I'm just listening to you. I'm a challenger, and I would drive you crazy because I don't give a damn about your peace as a challenger. So I just now a challenger is an advocate. A challenger hates people to be taken advantage of and people to be bullied, and that's where we would get along. But yeah, bro, you be telling me no, don't go in his face, and I'll be going in his face. and you be trying to get peace because you know it's about to go off. And so, see, so Ro, but I just think that you need to know who you are and what your weaknesses are and your strengths are, and then shore up your weaknesses. Because if people can see a way they can get in, then they are going to try to get in. And I think Shakim did a great job of doing that, because I think that you're a peacemaker and you try to always have peace and be diplomatic. And sometimes it's not about that.
Well, I mean, see, well, Pastor, you know, the thing about it though is that, I mean, mm, well, it's relationships, especially, you know, I feel like gay relationships or, you know, relationships that you're creating, it's different now. You know, I feel, on a level of just how, you know, how certain people like really move, you know. I think I definitely do feel outside of social media, um you have, you know, you have a strength that you can build with them, because sometimes, you know, with, well, no, with social media and, you know, maybe finding somebody, I already know, you know, it's certain things. I made mistakes, you know, you know, I'm not beyond making any mistakes that I know I have learned from. um you just don't know some people's intentions. You know, I'll
Well,
say
but you got to know
it's
it,
just,
and then when you see it, you got to move
you
on. Let
got
me
to
tell
be
you
real
something.
strong.
My first relationship, when my first love had to move back because he wasn't sponsored anymore, I had to let it go, right? And sad part about it, I found someone who was similar, and I wanted serious relationship. This person wanted to just be friends, and I had to let it go because I'm like, we're not on the same page. You want this, I want this, and that ain't working. You know, and again, as hard
Yeah.
as it was to leave, I had to, because I had to do it for my own sake. And my thing is, you cannot sit here and play second string your whole life. At some point in time, you know, you yeah. I mean, you don't want to be second string all your life. And all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, Ro, you gotta think that if that person is not on the same page as you, then maybe you need to move on. I'm not saying you're looking for somebody perfect, but you're looking for somebody who's very compatible. Some things you can deal with and y'all can work out together. But Ro, if you trying to go to South America and they trying to go to Norway, it ain't gonna work. And sometimes we be trying to
Yeah.
bring them poles together, baby, and them poles just don't go together. And so all I'm saying is, don't waste your time. You know, Ro, you're not in your 20s. You're not in your 30s.
Well, I
And
am in my 30. I am in my 30s. See,
oh,
yeah, that's
oh,
what people keep getting
well,
wrong.
you 30 what?
I'm 38, but I mean,
Child,
dang,
okay.
don't throw 43 on
Okay.
me. I mean,
You
some people just throwing 40 on me.
you close to this, okay? Okay, you close to
Yeah, I
that,
am.
bro. And let me
Let's
tell you
not throw
something.
it on them,
In the gay
Pastor.
world, you already getting up there in gay world, because in gay world, I'm already ancient. Okay, I'm just saying. And so all I'm telling you, bro, is this: look, select wisely. If you want red snapper and you keep on getting drum, you better go a place where you can get some red
I know.
snapper. Okay,
Yeah.
if you
Hmm.
if you want some catfish, okay, you don't go to the salt water to get it. You go to fresh water. Okay, so stop going to the saltwater fish when you want a freshwater fish. Okay, that's all I'm saying, bro. At least get in the right water spot. Okay, sometimes we be at the wrong water source. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm talking about fish and water sources today. Somebody might need this word today, but Ro, stop looking for saltwater fish in fresh water. That's all I'm saying, bro. And my thing is, stop wasting your time. If the people don't serve collard greens, then go to the restaurant that serve collard greens. That's all I'm saying, bro. Stop wasting your time with folk who don't have a vision like you. Now, if you want to hunch, then hunch your life away. If that's what you want to do. But if you really want to settle down and find somebody and have a companion, make sure you're looking for somebody like that, bro. And again, even with your friendships, friends don't let you down. Friends will be around, okay? Most of all, they'll be your friends. And again, bro, my thing is, for the mere fact that I know that I'll probably be in the Hampton Roads area because I am going to be there for my homecoming. I know some same gender loving men who really got their shit together and who really want a relationship too. So I would rather you to come down to Norfolk, okay, and meet old nasty piece of good man than sit up here on this internet with these people who can't get on a plane and show up. I'm just saying, bro. And then anyway, bro, just pray about it, bro. Oh, that's all I'm saying, bro. Just some things ain't worth it, bro. Some things ain't worth it. That's all I'm saying, bro. And I know you a grown man, bro. I know you're a grown man, but bro, sometimes you sell yourself short. And sometimes you may not be thirsty, but it appears thirsty. That's all I'm saying, bro. You too good for this, bro. You got a job, you work, you do what you got to do, and you deserve somebody who work, and y'all can have something together. You don't want to have somebody you got to pay for all the time. Okay, somebody who the money ain't right all the time and they money slow. We got enough money slow people over here already. We got enough people taking from old ladies. Now he ain't the only one who done took from an old lady. Okay, we had somebody had a whole crop paid for a whole lady because their money was slow. It was in transit.
Oh.
So all I'm saying is, bro, do what you got to do. Get with somebody who y'all can put y'all money together and really have something. Okay, bro, that's all I'm saying, bro. Because let me tell you something. At this age, bro, it's about love, but it's about business. What can we have together? What can we have combined? That's all I'm saying, bro.
That's what. Yeah, it's definitely that's where it should be. Yeah, well, yeah, because Pastor, I see, when it comes to you, I think that you were very much just able to get out there. You had that that spunk about it to say, look, I know what I want, and I've already got my.
Well, don't you know what you want? What you want, Laurel? Don't you know what you want?
I mean, not off bat, I mean, hey, because you remember, Pastor, I told you about, where I'm really like standing when it comes to, my, a lot of dedication within, my job and stuff like that. And yeah, it's time to kind of not push the career, nothing to the side, but it's time to have that good old balance.
So let me say this, bro.
that
What you
balance.
do on your job is none of those people's business personally. Your job is not a personal job. You do your job. You do what it says in your work description. That's it. You owe people nothing at the job. But when it comes to your personal life and stuff, that's where you need to be focused on, bro. It's really interesting because I met some people who were good friends of mine, and I was talking to one of my friends' parents, and I said, yeah, my partner, and they got real slow. Their eyes got real big. Okay, they got real big, right? And so they ain't say nothing. So then the lady gonna call. Then my friend gonna call me because she said, well, my parents said, and she was stuttering, honey. She said, my parents called me and said, it's your partner, and they didn't know if they heard right. I was like, they heard definitely right. I said partner, almost 10 years. Yeah, partner. Oh, and then she was going to try to give me something. I said, let me tell you something. I'm grown. I pay my mortgage. And I had to let folk know, bro. And so my thing is, bro, you're gonna have to come up with those things, and you're gonna have to be bold and take a stand. Because again, people get to live their life and then they want to run yours. Ro, you're gonna have to run your life. Who gives a damn what people say? They already probably talking about you now, Ro. Again, what's the big issue? They probably already know you're gay, or they probably already know that you might like dude. So what? This is your life. Now, on your job, that is your job. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
No, Vivian has never asked for my social security number. I don't think Vivian has asked for anybody's social security number. But anyway, so Ro, all I'm saying is stand up for yourself. Be who you are. Be your authentic self, Ro. I mean, and people who need to know certain things, then they should know. But again, if somebody asks me, I'm not going to deny it. If somebody asks me, I don't care who they are, I'm not going to deny it. And so you have to be comfortable in your stance. And see, Ro, I've lived where you have lived. I've lived in that area too. And the most religious ones are the ones who always trying to holler at somebody. So, Ro, at the end of the day, be comfortable with who you are. And I don't know, and even with your being maybe a little social awkward, well, Ro, that's why you go to events like the book readings and spoken word events and find out what's going on and get in a volleyball league or a baseball league where you have something going on. And that's all I'm saying, Ro. And you acclimate yourself. I mean, but you gotta start somewhere. So
Yeah, you do. You're absolutely right. You have to, start out, somewhere, whether it's just going out, and, just having a good time. So yeah, all of that, I think I need to channel in on. I just make a lot of moves sometimes with, what I have going on with work, and I
okay,
know,
but your work is
I gotta,
important,
I
Ro.
need to have the energy,
Yeah,
to.
your work is important, but I think the more socially acclimated you become, Ro, the better you will be in gauging what's going on in these YouTube streets. That's it, and I think that's it. And I think that's it, Ro. But I think that's the area that you have to overcome. Then overcome it. But Ro, we talked about it. Yeah.
I was gonna say respectfully, can we just leave Vivian out of the conversation? Just if you don't have prayers up, let's just kind of keep her out the conversation. The conversation at hand is Ro and his dating habits and us pushing him into greatness and letting him know that there's more out there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and like I said, Vivian is not here. Vivian is dealing with, like I said, health issues and her parents. So again, Vivian has never taken my social security number because again, I would have gone ahead and did the reservation at the hotel myself. So again, I don't know what you all are talking about, but we went on the cruise and Vivian asked no one for their social security number. But again, y'all say what y'all want. Vivian is not here. So like Queen Tulsa said, let us move on to something else because again, you either part of the problem or part of the solution. So with that said, Ro, look, Ro, I'm gonna tell you what. I was just a little bit taken aback again with the situation with Shakim. And I'm just glad to hear you saying, okay, I need to move on now because this is not healthy. And I don't think it's
But
healthy.
yeah, and see, Pastor, I've been doing, like strengthening exercises because I know you have to strengthen yourself mentally, especially if trying to handle anything when it comes to friendships as well as relationships. And that's what I know. That's why I know I am going down the right pathway with that. Having my comprehensive exercises, it's been helping like quite a bit. I've noticed. I'm sorry. I've noticed I've been quite more effective while talking with friends outside of this app. Um, as well as with friends that I have on the app too. Um, I mean, I guess certain things that I I know that people have told me as well. I'm taking in the negative as well as the positive of how this situation has become. What it was and what it has become. I've taken all that in, but even through this, I have still been working on me so that I can be more effective.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's
Well, I'm
I
glad
am.
you have
I
come
think
to
I'm
your
going down the pathway
senses.
to
I'm really
not
glad you
to
come to
nowhere.
your senses on that guy, because that guy's a scammer, honest, Ro. And I think that these people will do anything to get close to you, and they will wait you out to get your money or to do these types of things. And like I said, it's about the show. It's about clicks and views. Even these relationships, I'm like, okay, so it looks good now, and you all are here, and it looks great, but is it a relationship or is it about a click and view? And I just think that that gets to the point as well, because I know that when people were dating, I'm like, everybody want to be on the YouTube. I don't see no time together. I see more time on YouTube than time together. I mean, it's one thing when you got time to do that, but then it's another thing for something else. So that's my biggest thing. Hey, on-site April girl, I don't know what's going on with you, on-site April. Ma'am, I don't know what's happening. Let me say this. I don't have a problem with on-site April. I'm cool with on-site April. On-site April ain't never done nothing to me. But Lord Jesus, these girls, April, are saying that you are double trader and all of this stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on, April? Oh my God. I mean, April, I don't know what's going on, niece. But again, I don't have no problem with on-site April. On-site April ain't never done nothing wrong to me. I'm gonna tell you, I done met on-site April 1, 2, 3 times. And me and on-site April ain't never had no issue. Honey, on-site April came and picked me up. All right. Ain't had no problem. On-site April has always been cool. So I don't know what's going on. But baby, these people are doing a lot on-site April. Okay. Now I know now, like if you gotta pick me up again, make sure you sanitize that truck, girl. Cause I heard, wow, yes, I heard that. But baby, that's your business. You're a grown woman. And if you can get it in the car, then get it how you live it, niece. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, just make sure you sanitize when I come down there next time, because I don't want to be sitting in there. And I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, somebody just click the link. Let me put my banner up. On-site April, I don't know what they doing, girl. I don't know what they doing, girl. Hold on, let me put my banner up for that person who's behind this thing here. Let me hold on for a minute. All right. Hey, who is Z? Zara.
Zara. It's Zara from England. How you
Hey,
doing?
Zara from England.
How you doing? I don't
I'm doing
normally
all
click
right.
the link. I just wanted to say something quickly to Honest Row. Um, he's such a sweet boy, and you have such a nice relationship together. By the way, I don't know. You made me feel a bit smushy, but I just wanted to say, Ro, I heard something from you which was like you didn't know what you wanted, and I just wanted to give you just one piece of advice. If you don't know what you want, start with what you don't want. And once you eliminate all the
Hold on
things
for a
you
minute. Hold
don't
on for a
want,
minute. Stop
no,
right there.
no,
Hold
no.
on. Stop right there, Zara. Let me do this. Can we get some snaps? Okay, Ro. That's a word right there, Ro. Okay, go ahead, Zara. I'm sorry, but I had to snap on that. That's a word. Go ahead.
And
Yeah.
I think you genuinely want some love in your life, and I don't think you know where to start with it. But that, for me, just start with what you don't want and eliminate all of that, and then you'll be left with fewer options to confuse you. If you know what I mean, you can try things out and see what you do want. It's a work in
Yeah.
progress.
Absolutely, Z Sarah. I think so too. Especially when I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to, a relationship growing.
But
Um,
a lot of people are going to find that quite endearing and lovely. And not everyone wants someone who's been around the block 100 times, darling. So, you know, see those things about yourself as a positive thing, because the person that's there for you is also going to see those things which are you as a positive thing, because they're your person. And that's just how it is. Never give more than you're getting. Always try and keep things on an equal footing. And that's it. That's
So
all I really
that's
wanted to say
interesting.
to you,
Ro
darling.
said he hasn't been in a lot of relationships.
oh,
That
thank
don't
you,
mean he
Z
ain't got
Sarah.
none. But anyway,
That is true. But
But that's all right. But I agree with her, Ro. What you don't want. Okay, what do you not want? Start from there. That's a word right there. What you don't want. That's good. That's rich. That's rich.
anyway, I'm on my way to
Yeah.
bed, so I'm going to say good night to you all. I just wanted to say that to Ro, and nice to finally talk to you in person, Jay. And
Hey, girl, I hope
hello.
y'all win some more Olympic
Yeah, be
medals.
there. I
Okay,
love
come
you,
on,
Oh,
Great
it's
sis.
Britain.
scary here at the moment. We've got riots. Babylon is burning over here. We've got,
Oh my
it's
God.
horrible. You need to check the news. It's really, really bad. We've
Well,
got,
what's causing that? I mean, not in Great Britain.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, it's really bad. They're dragging anyone who looks like a person of color out of their cars in certain cities and things. And like, it's really bad. They're setting police cars on fire. It's scary. They
Well,
just
that is
tried,
crazy.
yeah, just tried to burn down a hotel with immigrants in it. It's gone insane. It's since those little girls. Do you remember last week there was a stabbing
Yeah, you know
in a
that's
school,
terrible.
a dance
Oh,
school? Yeah, and there were 3 little girls who died, and the guy who did it, I think, was like some second generation from Rwanda, and so they've used that, and all hell's broken loose. They've used that as an excuse. They're attacking mosques. I mean, Rwanda's a Christian country for a start, but they're attacking mosques and all sorts. It's really terrifying, and it doesn't matter
Wow.
if it's if you are you've been here 100 years. If you look like you could be an immigrant, you're in danger. It's really awful. It's worrying.
That's terrible. And you know, this
oh
is why we got
yeah.
to be so careful in the United States of how we treat rhetoric and all of this stuff.
Yeah,
Because again, we have some people who are not all that rap tight, and so we just got to be
yeah.
careful with it. And this is why I tell these B sector people, don't fight for me, boo. Don't fight for me.
Mm,
I don't need nobody going to jail. So I'm just
that's
sad to
right.
hear all this stuff is going on. I mean, wow.
Yeah. It's so
Mm,
unnecessary, but there's been a lot of right-wing protesting going on, and illegally as well. Like they're not organised or anything properly. It's gone mad this week. It wasn't happening. It just literally happened the day that that incident happened with the little girls. It happened in the night in one town, and it's spread. It's been literally from Scotland to the south. Yeah, it's awful.
wow, that is sad.
I've
That is
never
sad.
seen it like this in 51 years I've been on the planet. So,
Yeah. And didn't they just elect the conservatives out, the people who voted
yeah,
in Brexit and stuff, and now they're getting this stuff again? I'm telling you, they just voted those conservative folks
that's
out.
that's probably why it's happened, because obviously they're more right wing than the government we actually currently have. So it's going to be the government hasn't really reacted strongly enough, but the police are also being attacked thoroughly. Like police cars are being burned, they're dragging them off their motorcycles and all sorts. So I think the army's going to come out eventually if it carries on. Yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty bad. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad that you have kept us
Wow.
informed because sometimes we don't get this news in America.
No.
We
I
don't.
was
And
told it
yeah.
hadn't reached, and I was like, "Wow, yeah, it's really bad over here." Because I knew you'd heard about the little girl thing. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, so I knew you'd heard about that, but they've kept this as yeah.
Wow. And you know, a lot of these countries don't want this. And then of course you got the Olympics, and y'all know Paris is not that far from
No, no,
London.
it's less than an hour from where I live on a plane, and yeah, Paris. I lived there for a bit, and Paris is quite a dodgy place as well because they kind of shove all the immigrants are out on the edges of Paris in these huge council estates, and
Hmm.
yeah, I was over the other side by the football grounds, Paris Saint-Germain, but when I met some friends of mine, they were over that side, so we went to that estate, and it's a lot of Arabic people from like Algeria and stuff, and lots of like Senegalese people and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and very, very few white people. So
Hmm.
it's very segregated, Paris
Yeah,
and
I
Marseille.
heard, and not only that,
Yeah,
not only segregated, but again, they had some issues as well too with their right wing and stuff.
yeah,
So
Le
we
Pen.
always think that it's better, but I'm gonna tell you what. See, and this is,
Marianne Le Pen, she's quite popular there, and she's very
Mhm.
fascist.
Yeah, yeah, she's like a Donald Trump. I mean,
Yeah, very
she's like
much.
a Donald Trump. So, really quick question before you go to bed, and thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Do you think that Great Britain should join Brexit back? Because I heard that a lot of people worked abroad and it made things much easier because you could work anywhere in the country and you all had that agreement. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I never wanted to leave because, like, I live in England most of the time, but I also live in Spain. So,
Hmm.
you know, I'm in 2 countries anyway, and then, like, I've got family all over Europe because we're quite a mixed bunch. So I've got family in Austria, Switzerland, I've got family in Spain, Italy, all sorts of places. So it's like, for me, it doesn't work at all. And
Hmm.
plus, when I was working as a consultant, I could get more jobs in the European Union and stuff as well.
Hmm.
So, like, obviously, then that puts your fees up if you can be more mobile.
Yeah.
And it helped with tax and stuff, like, it sort of streamlined things. So, yeah, it,
Hmm.
it was a lot better. But,
Okay.
like, my property taxes have gone up now for Spain and all sorts. I have to pay as a sort of, um, I have to pay almost like I'm not resident there, if you know what I mean, because I'm not there
Yeah,
enough.
because you're not
Yeah,
part of the EU anymore. So I mean, you're not
yeah,
the part of the European Union. So yeah, because I mean,
it's cost
it
me a
was
bunch.
easy. Yeah, when the
Yeah,
European Union was there, you could work anywhere as long as it's an EU country, and they just dropped all of that stuff. I
yeah,
mean, where
there
you
was
could
none
go
of
back
it.
and forth. Yeah.
And you could literally, like, and you still kind of can, because once you come out of England and reach Europe, most of it you can just drive through. You don't have to pay any tolls, or, well,
Hmm.
sometimes there's toll roads, but you don't have to pay like visas to get in between them and stuff. So that's
Hmm.
quite nice. And Europe's small. It's like going from state to state, you know?
Hmm.
So, but also the stupid thing about leaving the EU is we've got none of the benefits, but we've still got to pay for most of it. So we've
Wow.
actually really not saved any money. And plus, when we leave the EU, we then have to make new trade agreements with BRICS countries and, you know, all that kind of thing to keep the economy going because we haven't got the
Hmm.
beneficial contracts in Europe. So
Hmm.
economically, it was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all those
Well,
rich people, by the way, you know what they did the minute Brexit went through? All the ones who were voting for Brexit, let me tell you what they did. They relocated all their big firms from the UK and Ireland and put them into Europe because it
yeah.
was better for them financially.
Yeah,
You
but
see?
they wanted you all to do this. See, this is what I'm saying. Never go against your interest. And I think people
Never.
don't realize that. Never go against your interest. I may not agree with everything Kamala Harris does, but I'm not going to go
No,
against
but
my interest. And I think that's the biggest thing. People go against their interest.
you'll never have anyone in power who completely represents you anyway. So you
Correct.
could be mad at them for a few things, but you have to go on
Hmm.
the overall, and also not only on what they're saying they're going to do. How likely are they to actually do what they say? Because a lot of people are all talk and no action, right?
And we've seen that. We've seen that. But I tell you
Yeah,
what, Biden, for the mere fact that he got those hostages home, that was a big deal.
that was a
And
massive
it
thing.
was
Yeah,
very big. This is the thing, you all. Wiley is a right wing supporter as well, but if he was in his situation, he would be homeless. Those folk don't care about him, and
well,
that's the sad part about it. They don't care about him. They don't care about his mental state. They cut funding for
that's
mental
what the
health.
Conservatives did here. They did the same here, Jay, the right wing. Yeah.
Ugh. They just
Mental health
don't
now
care.
doesn't really exist. Before, everyone would have a mental health like anyone who was in a high category, like a high risk category, would have a mental health nurse, and you know they'd see a psychiatrist every sort of 6 months, roughly. Yeah, but
Hmm.
now if they've got a care plan, they're lucky. Let alone a mental health nurse, they're lucky if anyone checks on them. And if they see a psychiatrist, it would be like about once every 2 years, unless they actually fall apart at the seams and go nuts. And
Yeah, yeah.
that's mental
Well, that's
health
what we're
now.
seeing with that gentleman now, and this is why I don't really go too hard because it seems like he's really having a breakdown. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, you
Sometimes
know.
breakdowns take a while. You see the signs, and it could be a year before it
Hmm.
fully happens.
Yeah,
Really needs some intervention at this point. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You see the
So.
signs. Anyway,
Well,
let me
look,
go
you
and
all, I'm getting ready to let everybody have their last words because you know I don't miss World News Tonight with David Muir. So
not
I got
for
to go watch
anyone.
my World News tonight. So I want to go ahead, Zara. Thank you for coming on
Good
with that.
night.
I think your advice was on
Good night, Ms. Zara.
spot
Thank you,
on.
I hope
darling.
it helps. Take care,
Yeah,
Ro.
for
Good
sure.
luck. Good luck. Bye,
So D
everyone.
Miss O, what is your
You too,
last thought,
darling.
D Miss O? What is your last word, D Miss O? And D Miss
My
O is
last my last thought, of course, I'm not no white ring supporters. I am a Democrat through and through. So on
come
that
on
note,
now.
honey, vote Kamala. I ain't gotta like her, but I ain't gotta like the. I don't want the other one. So there you go.
Yeah, I
Bye,
think you got
y'all.
yeah. Thank you, D Miss
Night,
O.
D
You
Miss
take
O,
care.
boo.
You know, Queen Tulsa, what are your last words, Queen Tulsa? And I want to thank you for coming over and taking over while I had to get my little iced tea and stuff. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, the panelists, Honest Road, TMO, and
My
more.
lady,
Ms.
Queen
Zara,
Toast.
and yes, and informing us on what's going on the other side of the world. But yeah, just catch me around. I'm here in the bushes. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Honest Row,
Okay,
you
baby.
know, what's going on with you, Honest Row? Let me say this, Honest Row. I
Okay.
don't have a problem with you. Honest, bro, I really think that you are a nice guy. I just don't like you being pushed over like that. It really bothers me. And I don't know, like, if you, but I think it's a lot of your social interaction. And I think that's a big part of it because I scratch my head, but you're right. Everybody is not me. Everybody ain't had that situation where, you know, lived in New York and Chicago and had to deal with all kinds of Shakims. Okay. I mean, Shakims are all in New York and Chicago. So I get it. But what are your last words? I just want you to know that you don't have an issue with me, Honest Row. And even when I'm critical, it's more of, you know what, I don't like this man being treated like this. And I guess that's where I come from. But anyway, your last words, Honest Row.
Pastor, I just gotta say, I really do appreciate your word. Like I was saying, I was taking in the good with the bad. I'm not always gonna make the best decisions, but I feel like as I grow within my comprehension and developing different relationships, I think that I can only get better from here. I don't want to be in a pathway to nowhere. That's
Mm-hmm.
somewhere that I really am trying to, latch on to, putting out, hey, I got to make a motion. Because I do understand where what you're saying is that we're not getting any younger, and it's time to, go out here, try to structure stuff and, find what you really want. And like, Z Sarah said, I got to look at what I don't want and maybe go that route, from what I don't want looking in. Um, so yeah, I think I see things in a whole new um in a whole new light, once something ends that is a friendship, what supposed friendship, once something like that ends, all you can do if by not going down, the pathway of, being crushed or something like that
Mm-hmm.
is to stand out there and say, I got to keep going. Like you said, Pastor, you're someone that, you gonna stand for yours, and I may be, be trying to hold you back, but sometimes I can't do that. You got to stand with, either who you're with
Mm-hmm.
and
And can
build,
I say
from
something to
there.
the audience?
I,
Let me
I,
say this, you all. I lived in a lot of cities, and believe it or not, I find that the Midwestern people, you can really find a good relationship. I lived in New York, and not to say that you couldn't find a good relationship in New York, but New York is hustle and bustle, baby. DC, it was a little pretentious, but it was DC. But when I talk about Chicago and Detroit, I'm gonna tell you what. Chicago and Detroit, even though Shakim and some people from Detroit, there are some good people in Detroit and there are good people in Chicago. LA was a wash for me. I'm telling you what, LA was a wash. So was San Fran. But now when you get into Sacramento and Oakland, you might be able to find somebody. I mean, but every city has its draw. Miami was a hot mess. I'm telling you, it was the gateway to South America and the Caribbean. So every city, and then let me say this: the people who live in like Huntsville and Charleston and those small in Huntsville, baby, it was a lot of men, but they were a lot of men sleeping with men. So they didn't. I mean, so I think that's what happens with a lot of Southern men because it's so religious. It's so this, and then you have to deal with that social stigma. Whereas, baby, when I was in Chicago and Detroit, they were who they were. And I do think regions have a lot to play on that. Don't even go to Atlanta. Atlanta, and let me say this, Atlanta was interesting. I think Houston is an interesting place. And let me say, with Houston, um, Houston was a very interesting place, honest, bro. I went to Houston and I was single. And when I went to Houston for the first time, I went to Nick's, baby. I went to Nick's. And Nick's was a place where
Oh,
the action was not happening on the inside; it was happening on the outside. And I met this guy, and he was a cowboy to his heart. And I actually went on my first trail ride with this person, and he was so country, but that man had a good job, and he took care of his horse. He took care of that
Yeah,
horse.
I love Rodney. I love Rodney's accent too. You know, he got that country flow.
Okay, well, all right,
Yeah,
okay. But I'm just saying, Huntsville,
yeah.
Alabama, it was a good place, but it was so many DL men in Huntsville. And they let me say this:
you said you said
the
what type of
action,
man?
the action wasn't on Alabama A&M's campus. It was actually on Oakwood campus. Because, honey, I found out the more religious the people are, baby, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, baby, baby. Them 7-day Adventists. Okay, now
But
this ain't what this is what I know, and that's all
but
I'm gonna say
Pastor,
about that.
Pastor, I don't want to keep you, too long, Pastor, but this is something to that we have to think about, like, a lot of folks that are settled in relationships, that's great. The only thing is that you do have to, I think, get past, certain hoops, because Pastor, one day, when I was on a trip, one time I went on this trip with
Mm-hmm.
friends,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn a lot. It was a all male, a gay guy trip, and certain things that I learned, Pastor, I'll say it was kind of triggering, because it was like you look at somebody and it's things that you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't think, and sometimes alcohol can it can wake up a lot of things. It can, and things, and see, being that I'm not no constant drinker, you know,
Mm-hmm.
once I heard things, I heard them, and that stuck with me, and I was like, oh, okay, when the truth has came out, and
But
it
bro,
just
let me say this:
it
you
wakes
ain't
you
gonna
up.
find them.
It
Let me
does.
say this: them groups. Them find none of my relationships are coming out of group or anything like that. I mean, it's good to have friends, bro, but
Yeah.
it didn't come out the groups. It did not come out the groups. The first person I ever met was at the airport. The second person I met, I was in his dental chair and he was cleaning my teeth. And the third person I met was at the bank. And then I met somebody at the airport because we worked together. And then the gym. Um, but Ro, when you find that person or that person finds you, you're gonna know it. And Ro, they're gonna be crazy about you. They're gonna be crazy about you. And you gotta find somebody who's crazy about you and they're gonna love you for who you are, your faults and everything, your triumphs. They're gonna love you for you. And that's it. And they're not gonna try to change you. They'll work around you, Ro. You might have to work around them, but they like the authentic you. And again, this is why I don't worry about anybody talking about me and da 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 da, because people who love me, they love me because of me. And so people are going to love you, like Zara said, because you may not have been around the block. You may, um, you know, seem a little naive to things, and people are going to like that about you. Let me tell you something, bro. I dated the person who I dated in Chicago. He was not a fat guy, but he was thick. He was stout, but he wore braces, and I don't know, with the braces and his intelligence. I mean, this man cleaned my teeth. He was my dentist, Ro. No joke. But
Oh,
he was
he wore
brilliant,
braces too.
huh?
He wore braces.
He wore braces and he was
Oh,
so intelligent. Okay, bro, we went on a date. I'm from the church. I'm from church. You know what I'm saying? And church people go to the Golden Corral, or you know how we go to the place to meet the church people. I never forget him. He said, I don't go to them places. Yeah, I don't eat out of a trough. And I said, well, I guess you're gonna be paying for all the meals. He said, I guess I'll have to. Ro, see that was sexy to me. Ro, that was sexy to me. Okay. Now I don't know about you, but that was sexy to me. Now, again, some people like he just insulted you. No, I mean that's my culture, but his culture was now we did go to Fogo de Chao, and I'm like, well, boo, that's still like okay, it's an upscale Golden Corral. But it is what it is. And let me tell you something, Ro. He was crazy about me. You hear me? He was crazy about me, Ro. Now I'm telling you, so all of and like I said, we're friends. We are friends to this day. He is crazy about me, Ro. So you're gonna find somebody. And let me say this, Ro. I was a flight attendant at the time. This man was making six figures. I mean, big six figures. But you know what? I brought something to the table. You ain't never had to pay for a flight. So again, Ro, you always bring something to the table, and people gonna love you for who you are. And that's all I'm gonna say, Ro. And I mean, people think that, oh, you like this type. No, there are certain things that attract me. And his intelligence was just phenomenal. But yet he was so down home. And it was beautiful. I should have known he was gay because he went to Morehouse and he was a Kappa. Some should have told me he was gay, but anyway. My gaydar didn't go off with him because he was so smooth with it. But that's what I'm saying, bro.
Off, Pastor. My gaydar, I don't really have it on like that.
Oh my God! Ro, sometimes
I don't.
But when he told me that, Ro, and he said, "I got something to tell you," I'm like, "Well, what?" I'm like, do I got gum cancer? I'm just like, what? And then he told me, he said, I really like you, and I'm, and I want to spend more time with you, and da da da. And he said, so what do you think?
Wow.
And I said, you put your damn hands in my mouth. That's the first thing I said, bro. Wait a minute now, you put your hands in my damn mouth. But then I'm like, he was the dentist, but I'm telling you. But he's intelligent, bro. And so again, then the first dude I dealt with was light skinned. He looked like Trevor Noah with gray eyes, and he was fine. And then the next person was from Charleston. No, he was from Charleston, South Carolina. Was it? No. He was from Columbia, South Carolina. Just as dark as I don't know what.
Chocolate.
But, I mean, just as chocolate dark as I don't know what. No, dark is not a bad thing to me.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
That man worked hard. When I tell you that man worked hard, he worked hard. And so again, Ro, but what they all had in common is they liked me. They liked my crazy shit. They liked me, and that's it. Jay Wilson ever interracially dated? You know what? Let me tell you something. I came very close. I was in Cincinnati, and it was this guy who worked out at the same gym. And the only reason why we did not date because he had already had a relationship. And I know people be saying I be taking people's husbands and stuff, but I was not going to play that. But this man was from Detroit, and when I tell you he had a swagger, he was very 8 Mile. He was very professional, but 8 Mile, and it was something about that man's swagger. I was that close. He was white. I was that close. So I don't discriminate, but you got to be very special. Because I'm telling you, I can date an average black man. I'm not gonna sit here and date an average white man. I'm telling you what, the white boys gotta want you too. Y'all better stop dating these ordinary people. But anyway, that close.
Yeah, you can't.
But he was with someone, and again, I don't know how that. But that man has some swag. And he was from Detroit. He was from, I'm serious. I mean, it was really funny, but that's it. But again, Ro, you just got to know, you got to know what's good for you. And people are going to like you for you, Ro. They like me for me. I didn't have to change nothing. I am who I am. Either you like it or you don't. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. We weren't meant for each other, and everybody ain't meant for each other, and that's fine.
That's where I went wrong at, Pastor, and like something that I was, trying to start up. I think I did a lot better, here, but like in that last one, I was trying to, um, I know it's my approach. I was trying to change it up into what I thought they liked, and I can't do that. You have
No,
to
bro.
just be yourself.
No, bro.
They aren't going to see you
They gonna
openly.
like you for who you are. And my thing is, you shouldn't have to change up nothing. Just be who you are, bro. And I don't think that person was gonna change up anyhow, because I don't think that person's intention was really you. That person's intention is what you had or what you could offer. And if it wasn't monetary gain, it was okay. Can I get a click and a view? And I think when it becomes like a friendship, even with friendships, yeah. And I just think, Ro, that I think it is always I think it is always more difficult for people to date on YouTube. I think it's more difficult. We've seen how people have we've seen relationships just break up. So I just think that at the end of the day, Ro, remember, if you like somebody on YouTube, you and that person should know about it and not everybody else. Because as soon as these people know about it, they're going to target your relationship. So my thing is, Ro,
Yeah.
if you're dealing with somebody on YouTube, keep it
Start
between
keeping
you
my
all.
mouth shut.
Because if you bring it out, you put your relationship at risk. And that's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say about that. You will put your relationship at risk. And I think people need to have that understanding before they even get into the relationship. So there's no ands if about it. And that's all I'm going to say. There may be people on YouTube that may be good for you, but it may not be good for everybody else to know. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learn from people's mistakes, bro. I'm gonna tell you what. Trezor is in here right now, and Trezor said, "You know what you went through, I done learned from that." I said, "Okay, whatever that was supposed to mean." But I would never do it again. And like I said, people don't know if I'm with somebody or not. And truly, I don't give a damn if they do care. You don't even care. I let people think what they want. But like I said, Ro, you don't want that. You don't want that. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't want that. People try to break
Yeah.
up friendships. They try to break up relationships. They try to break you away from your job. These people don't care about nobody. All they care about is hurting people because they're in pain and they want to put other people in pain, Ro. And again, whereas the beef sector be a roast and a gag, it seems like the people who can't take the roast and the gag are the ones who try to do that. And this is why I leave those people alone, because if you can't roast and gag without trying to mess up somebody's life, then something's wrong. And this is why I don't deal with certain people anymore, because they really have some issues. And if you can't deal with that on YouTube, then yeah. So, Ro, everybody ain't for you. Everybody ain't for you. Well, look,
Yeah,
bro, I
Pastor,
gotta
I
go because
really am
World
learning
News
that.
Tonight is on, and I gotta go watch my World News Tonight. But Ro, look, I don't have a problem with you, Ro. I just want you to find somebody who's gonna make you happy and who you can make happy, and that's the biggest thing. And Ro, you will not know unless you get out there. Be careful. Be careful, but get out there. And if it don't feel right, Ro, remove yourself. Don't be scared to ask questions, Ro. Don't be scared to ask questions. And if y'all ain't on the same track, then move on. If somebody tells you that I don't want no relationship, I just want to have a no strings attached, and if that's not what you want, bro, then get on it. Now, if you want a hunch, then go ahead and hunch. But if you don't want if you don't want that, and if you want something a little deeper, then don't get caught up in it. Because what will happen, and women get caught up in this too, they get with that and say, okay, I'm going to do this. And then they catch feelings. And then when the person don't catch feelings like them, you can't blame the person because they done told you what they wanted. You see what I'm saying, Ro? So if you know, if
Yeah.
that's what you want, be honest. But if that's what you don't want, Ro, walk away from it because you're doing yourself a favor. I'm just being real, Ro. Okay? So those are my words of
Pastor,
wisdom, Ro.
and Pastor, I greatly appreciate you for those as well. I'm taking this stuff in, and I'm going to have to move quicker. I'm gonna have to move quicker, be slow to talk, and be very quick to think about things, so I can wind up with less mistakes happening. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, Pastor. I really do
All
think
right.
so.
All right, well, Ro, we just want you to do better.
We're
We
gonna
don't
talk
like,
about it.
first of all, we didn't like Shakim because he ain't from our sector. But then when we saw the little plays he was running, we really didn't like that. And then my thing is then, but Ro, I'm going to leave that alone. That's water under the bridge. You said you done moved on. You done moved to a new management. And so we good with that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Ro, you take care and y'all take care out there. I'm getting ready to go and watch this world news tonight. And y'all be blessed. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you for coming on, Rose, Zara. What's the lady name? Queen Tulsa. Who else came on, Ro?
D Miss O. Yeah,
D
D
Miss
Miss O.
O. Let me not forget D Miss O, baby, because then I'll be blamed. Okay, but D Miss O, I saw Treasure in the lane. Zara came on. I saw Ness. Me and Ness had a cordial conversation. It was cute. See, if you treat me cute, you get treated cute. See how that goes? If you treat me nasty, you might get nasty back. I try not to give it, but sometimes you know how that goes. So I appreciate everybody who came on. Y'all have a good day. I might be on before I go to bed tonight. Ro, be careful out there. You take care of yourself.
Thank you, Pastor. Okay, you as well. Enjoy your world news.
Thank you. Y'all have a
Okay.
good one. Peace and love. Bye.
Bye bye.